New game.
New game. Not nervous at all.
We're
Holy
professionals. Come on, we would
shit.
never be nervous.
So, first of all, this beautiful overlay that you see, Anthony made for us.
Hello, that's me.
And it is gorgeous. Everything moves. It's very exciting.
Hell yeah.
It looks really cool. I hope y'all enjoy it. I don't know if he will make them for anyone else. You probably have to pay him. I don't know. He was just
We'll see.
nice.
If I like you, I'll make them for you. That's the criteria.
So Anthony made a really awesome overlay. Welcome to the very first game of Arc 1 of our new campaign, Delta Velorum. This is a combination of 5e rule set with us eliminating that problematic race concept and going with Arcanist Press's Ancestry and Culture module instead, which they've expanded on a couple of times, which means that these jokers got way too many combinations of choices. For Ancestry and Culture, we imported some Starfinder races with the help of our very own Crispy or War. I don't know why we started calling you Crispy, but we just did. That's what I'm going with.
That's what everybody calls me. So.
Damn.
So we've got
Hardcore.
some new faces, some old faces. Everyone will do intros here in just a little bit. But thank you for joining us. This is really exciting for me. I have not done a homebrew anything since we started our games 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago. So I'm a little like, oh God, what am I doing? We are keeping 5e rules, like I'd mentioned, just through ease of use and because everyone knows it. And also, I would never want to force people who learn differently or who play differently or who process information in a different way to try to learn a new system. So we are sticking with that for things like combat and skill checks. But otherwise, these folks have a very interesting mix of classes and ancestries and cultures because Delta Velorum is at its heart a science fiction story. So there's going to be a lot of exploration. We're starting out actually with a mystery for this first arc, and we are doing things in arcs. It is something that I shamelessly stole from my friend Nathan over at Dungeon Master's Test Kitchen and Chef's Night, of which Jack and I are both on. Fabulous podcast, but he does things in arcs or storylines to where players rotate in and out, and I thought that might be a nice way for us to get some new faces in here as well, and give some chances to people who maybe aren't here before. So, we'll do exposition in just a second. Really quickly, I wanted to say thank you to a handful of people who helped us out with the music that you hear is from Adventure Music over on Patreon. They're at Adventure Music 2, the number, not the word. On Twitter, they have been very generous with us and given us access to their entire catalog. So we get to use that. You'll see an announcement for them in our intermission screens as well. They're wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful folks. The map that you will see that we'll be starting out on is made by my friend Squaw Maps. They went ahead and made us an entire space station set of maps, so we are going to be using those. And then also make sure you go and check out Arcanist Press. Again, Ancestry and Culture, the modules that we're using here. And Delta Velorum is roughly based off of the Dark Matter setting by Mage Hand Press. Housekeeping done. I'm done. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Nope.
Yep.
Sure.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
Let's do it. All right. I'm going to give a little bit of an entry into the story, and then everyone's going to introduce themselves and their characters, and we're going to go. They know what the setup is, but we'll get into that in just a second. So let me switch the map because we are using Foundry, not Roll20.
So much extra spice going on. I
There's
love
so much happening right now.
Mega spice.
Too fancy.
You all can move where you need to. Whereas you get off the trains at these two yellow lights on the ground. So that is where the trains let you off at. Those are the loading, unloading stations. So you can move wherever you want. You all do see Verity. We'll get into who she is in just a second. But you all have taken this train ride or light rail ride to Etion's Maw. It's called Sci-Fi. And it's a 10-minute ride, or a 30-minute walk if you prefer the long, slow way of going about the dizzying platforms that overlook the expanse of the gallery. Not something I would recommend if you have a fear of heights, because there's a lot of black and not much else. But no matter whether the train or your feet carry you there, everyone enters Sci-Fi at the terminal, and pulsing neon lights and the ruckus from the roaming crowds assault your senses, but it's hard to deny the allure of the station. Food stalls beckon with a variety of cuisines, there are brightly lit display windows that show off their wares, and the distant pulse of heavy dance music from the assembly line down the way all beg for your attention. Sci-Fi is where tourists gawk, business folks of all kinds broker deals, and adventurers and mercenaries stock up on supplies before heading out on the next transports. And students from the Alasha University on nearby planet Etion spend money they probably shouldn't on fleeting pleasures. And everyone who is anyone comes to Sci-Fi, and this includes all those who aren't anyone. And as you get off the terminal and you see your contact, an elven ancestral woman named Verity, you notice that the massive neon displays that flicker between advertisements for products, but one catches your eye. It's a wanted poster that you've been sent by Verity. It's why you're here. It's a poster for an ancestral Damphir named Zan. So, who are you? And why did you take Verity's offer, which we'll get into in just a minute. So why don't we go ahead and start with Leech.
I'm Leech. I'm playing Twitch, the ancestral Fentomite cultural high elf rogue from Dretz, or more specifically from the Paint Splatter district and his parents' little boutique shop. And I answered because I need money, because doing silly things like skydiving and solar sailing and racing grav cars and stuff isn't cheap. So as much as he would rather not, he kind of has to work. But yeah, it's just money to live he's having an interplanetary extra long gap year. That's his whole deal.
Class?
He is a rogue.
They are all level 1, so we are extra squish.
Just a little bit.
Yep. So then be James.
Hey, I'm James. Hello. Writer from England. I'll be playing Dusk. Dusk is, well, I have a Sarcissian ancestry, as you can probably well imagine. If you're pressing for information, I grew up with a group of elves, but the location is none of your damn business. I'm a mercenary. I'm known for getting the job done. I've worked with Verity in the past, and I suppose I'll be working with Verity in the future, if all things permit well. And my method of combat is a bard. Again, no further questions.
I love it. Remember, this is all new for us, so we're kind of we have to remember that it's not, race and class. It's ancestry, culture, and class. And then they also have a planet of origin, so I made it as complicated as I possibly could.
Every character is like a lasagna.
Yeah.
50
Yep.
different decisions.
This is how the sausage is made, y'all. Jack, you're next.
I am Jack. I'm a musician from the America area, unfortunately. I am playing Kalido Buli. I am a Skittermander, both in ancestry and culture. It's really kind of a rough simulation of Skittermander culture because his village died out when he was very young, so they kind of had to approximate what they could. And I'm a cleric. And as far as how I know Verity, let me get into character a second for that explanation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I administered stitches to our cousin's brother-in-law once, a long time ago or something. Morris, can you double check that for? No, that's wrong. You don't know who that was. Stop making things up. Okay then, Morris. Let's just we'll put him away for now. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh! Oh, yes, I let the musician have 2 characters. Dear God. Okay, so, War, you're up.
All right. Hi, I'm War. I'm part of the original STD campaign. I played the good boy Ulrin. His character is completely different, and I apologize for nothing. So, name's Fenn. Dampier ancestral background. Cultural background, I'm Inkexan. I come from Black Post. I get into trouble here and there. I don't know. I guess you could label me as a fighter. I do more talking with my hands and my weapons than my mouth. So, yeah, that's about all. Let's see, Verity. The name rings a bell. Probably did a job for her a while ago. Don't know much. Just looking for some cash, quick money. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Sam?
Hi, I'm Sam. When the world is a bit more normal, I do cosplay. You can find me at sample_cosplay on Instagram. And I'm also bad at accents, which you will hear very soon. I play Ava, who is an ancestral Inkexan, cultural star gnome. And she is a gunslinger. And I answered to Bertie because I fucking wanted to.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I love
Chat is losing its mind.
There better be some Leif Erikson Day jokes, or I'm gonna fucking uninstall everything.
Just quit. Sam, Ada would like to know why.
Because fuck you, Ada.
Ooh, got him.
Gauntlet.
Ada is my best friend. I want that to be known.
All right, Anthony.
Oh, hello. I am Anthony. I don't have a fun job. I'm a systems administrator. But I work at a chocolate factory, so that's cool. In Australia, it's hot as hell right now. It's like 35 plus degrees.
Ooh.
Don't come down here until Christmas is over. I am playing Ixiom. I have an old name on the icon right now, but we'll fix that right up. Who is half dragonborn, half orcish, with a rock gnomish culture. It's a long story, don't ask. He has all these like different bits of technology sort of strapped to him, a big wrench, a big blowtorch, and he has what sort of looks like a, those Dragon Ball like reader things over his eyes. Yeah, one of them. And he's met up with Verity because he's trying to scratch together enough money to get her to do a job for him. He's missing something, and he thinks that she can help him out. So however many jobs he needs to do in return is what he'll have to do.
Okay, so that was a lot of information that everyone just threw at you. We will definitely go over all of that again, but so we have a pretty balanced party. We have some magic users, we have some martial melee fighters. We do have a gunslinger. Gunslinger is a class from Mage Hand Press that Sam will be doing, so Sam has access to some different weapons because of their specialty. So, I'm Hallie. We started this channel 2 years ago, but we had been together for a year prior to that, and since we started streaming, we've done charity streaming. We have hundreds of hours of VODs. If you want to see the entire STD campaign, which clocks in at over 60 games, in like 180 hours. Is that right? Someone tell me if that's right. Is that right? It's all available on Twitch and on YouTube. And Nightbot has all those links at some point, because I still don't understand how Nightbot works, because I don't remember anything. So, this is the terminal. This is where you get off the train. You're all kind of getting your bearings a little bit. Most of you have been here before. Sci-Fi is kind of that tourist destination. Every major planet has a maw. And maws, if you're familiar at all with Mass Effect, kind of think of like the Citadel. Kind of like that a little bit. They all have their own flavor and feel. Some of them are mostly just for civilians. Some are more for the arts or theater. Some are a combination of all kinds of different things that you could expect. But Sci-Fi is definitely like a slightly more slummy Disney World. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of places to eat. There's a lot of places that you can go for various entertainment. And then, but most people don't stay here. It's more like, ooh, bright and shiny. And the reason that you all are here is because you were all independently contacted by Verity. Verity is a private detective. She runs her own little detective agency. She takes jobs mostly just running people down. She's more of a bounty hunter. And in this case, she had sent you a communication that you all received on your data pads. And let me pull that up so that we have it. And she had sent you a communication basically saying, hey, I know you're looking for work. I've got another job. I need you to help me hunt down this guy. That same guy you see on the flickering advertisement screens, this Zan, who's wanted. And specifically wanted for, because I'm actually going to try to pull it up here on screen if it'll let me. There we go. It says, by order of the Sci-Fi governor, be on the lookout for Zan Tazaria, an ancestral Damphir. Wanted for tech theft, breaking and entering, and life endangerment. Do not approach. Armed and dangerous. Report any sightings to the authorities. And the reward is 10,000 credits if your information leads to his capture. And yet Verity seems to want your help in tracking this guy down. She said she would meet you at the terminal. You do see her. She's kind of standing in line. She's got her cybernetic arm tapping on her actual flesh arm? Sure. And she's waiting in line at the food stall, and she doesn't look very happy. And then she kind of sees you all and jerks her head, pops out of line, and starts to walk over this direction. Scroll my map out here so the stream can see it. There we go. So, are you all following her lead, or what are you doing?
Which gives it like a way too big wave. And it's like wandering over to him. Every little light or sound seems like a distraction. He just keeps flicking around, looking at things and listening to things, and isn't really as focused as he probably should be. He's too nonchalant about what's going on.
Just kind of stops scrolling on the data pad, looking as nonchalant as possible at any given moment, kind of tucks it away and will just follow as casually as possible.
Okay.
Ava just takes a quick look around and then slowly saunters over her direction.
The platform that you all are slowly making your way up, this is kind of the main thoroughfare. The train rides underneath it to let people off further down into the station. And this particular maw is several decks, right? So it's tall rather than wide. And you've been here before. You know that up ahead there's this huge observation deck area where you can see other ships pulling in. You can see cargo transports going out. And as you all start to make your way up there to go over to Verity, I need everyone to make their first roll of the game.
Oh my goodness.
So let's make a perception check.
No, I don't wanna.
And I did get rid of the dice roll on the overlay just because it was not giving me what I wanted. So if everyone will call those out for me.
Oh, come on. A 6.
Ooh, dice! Look at this, y'all. Look at what Foundry
Oh my
does. Look at
God.
this shit.
Nice. Holy shit.
got an 11.
13.
Oof.
Okay.
Did mine
Oh, we're
even
such
roll?
babies.
Oh God, I don't know what's happening.
6 for Twitch.
Oh my god!
He is not paying attention. He's
Fair.
all the lights and sounds.
Ooh, big number.
And
Ooh.
Calido gets a 19.
Ooh, okay.
I got a 10.
Alright.
Probably just drinking my coffee and
So
finishing
from up
up
on top of the
my
vending
smoke,
machine where I
so.
am, I see whatever's happening.
Yeah.
Big question: Does Finn have a coffee mug?
oh yeah, yeah.
At all times. Very important.
It's just like an
Wait,
open
but-
coffee mug, not like a Yeti or anything.
I was
Oh
just
no,
saying, yeah.
no! It's open. It's like it's made of. It's like steel and like got dents and shit all over it and scratches. It looks like it's been used. It's got some grease on it still from the yard, probably a
Gross.
couple other things, and yeah, he'll just take his cigarette out and like kind of just in the coffee and flick it out, and then chug what's left of the coffee, throw it in his coat. Throw his cup in his coat and just start walking up kind of nonchalantly towards Verity.
Okay.
Not really paying attention, just kind of, taking it all in.
Okay. The oh, Anthony, why will I need to change your
Yeah.
Ah! I think
Was
it was
like,
an
oh,
old
no.
copy and paste. It's okay.
Probably. Yeah.
I got it. That's the thing, it updated the actor, but it didn't change the name. So
Right.
there
that's
you go.
fine. I mean, fortunately, there's no
Huzzah.
plot relevance at
No,
all.
it's,
so-
okay. It's all good. It's all good. So Ixiom and Calido, you both know that this observation deck is where all the tourists go to gawk because it's like the first pretty glittery thing that they see. And normally you would expect that the crowd would bottleneck through there and then they would start to split off, right? Calido, you see it first out the window and you're like, oh shit. Because you see a songfish swarm outside the window. Songfish are extremely rare creatures. They look like half jellyfish, half kind of like manatee looking things. Space whale. We're gonna go with space whale.
Nice.
But they have that translucence to them and the way that they kind of bob and pulsate when they move. And they're very rare. There have been legends about songfish for as long as the DV has existed. And their song is deadly if you aren't protected. Thankfully, the glass here will keep that from happening, but even you can hear the vibrations like deep in your ear canal, almost like bass rattling your chest. You can hear it all the way down in there, and you see the crowd just stop what they're doing. And then, Ixiom, when you see this Skittermander, ancestral Skittermander with his 6 arms, just kind of stop and look, and then you all start to spot it as well.
Just to be sure, is everybody seeing and hearing that?
Yeah, I see it.
right, shiny there, isn't it?
Oh my!
Unfortunately.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny.
Take me out of your pocket, I want to see this. I'm talking to you.
What?
Shut up, Morris!
Where is Morris?
He's in my pocket right
Okay,
now.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Just
I think Ixiom looks at the Skidman and goes,
Oh, that gets talking to himself. Oh. All right.
But for the sake of the people that don't know, what are the scale on these characters? It's like
Yeah.
the Skidamander is like little, right? Like
Yeah,
3
they're-
feet tall.
Yep.
right. Okay.
he's so tiny.
Ava is like originally 5'2", but is wearing heels, like tall heels.
Dusk is right up there at 10 feet, so.
Big
right
boy.
up there.
This is
So-
amazing.
See.
I'm so proud.
Twitch is 7 feet tall.
Oh goodness.
Yep.
Ixiom is like 5'6". He's only just a touch bigger than Ava.
Finn's probably like 5'8", 5'10".
Yeah.
At least we three are like normal, and everyone
just
else
a
is
Everyone
normal
else is either very
human
small or
height.
very big.
Or very
yeah.
tall, yeah.
I like the idea of Calido coming up to like everyone's knees, except for Dusk. It's like
He
ankle.
comes up to the calves.
Yeah.
I could ride in his boot.
Oh, am I gonna have to make a mechanic where you have to make sure Dusk doesn't step on Calido mid-combat?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
Look, we're going to need two, because we're going to need to make sure Dust doesn't bang the head on anything, and that they don't step on Calido.
The struggles.
Oh, no.
So many dex checks.
Oh, no, I love it. All right, so Verity, as you all see the Songfish Storm, it's like a once in a lifetime, maybe, depending on how long your lifespan is, rare event. And typically they're broadcast. It's like the Weather Channel, right? The Weather Channel predicts the weather. You can see when the hurricane's coming in or the blizzard's coming in. Typically everyone would have a warning about this. No warning. And everything on the mall just kind of stops while everyone waits for this to go by. However, Verity doesn't seem to care. She comes over to you all, kind of gives you all the once-over. You all feel the scan happen from her cybernetic eye as she's making sure your biometric data matches up with what she's got on file, just to be sure. And then she nods and she says, all right, 20 minutes at the assembly line. Don't be late, or I find someone else. And she walks away.
Do we all hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What? Oh, come on, Vat. Look at him.
Did anyone
Wow,
know this
a
was
whole
happening?
sentence. She's doing well. She must be in a good mood.
Did anyone know this was happening?
What? No, what
The
was
fish.
happening?
The
Oh.
fish.
Oh, yeah, we all saw that.
No, but did you know?
Twitch is just like taking a selfie, like with the fish in the background.
Yeah. Instagram.
My parents are never going to believe this.
There you go.
Like-
Yeah. It goes up on Facegram and you instantly get like all these hits and likes. Yeah.
Hashtag space blessed.
Everything is just normal,
I
but it has
hate it.
space in front of it.
I instantly hate it.
Hashtag songfish. Hashtag once in an average lifetime.
Yeah,
Just
there's like a kid with a souvenir songfish cup, you know, that he got his like Dole Whip in, and he's just like sucking on the straw watching this happen.
Hell yeah, kid.
Actually, if you all would like to make history checks.
I'm good at that.
Sure.
Fuck.
Also, Ava also puts up her data pad and takes a picture of the fish.
Yeah, they're strange creatures. I love these dice so much.
What the nup?
Oh, 11.
Whoa!
I got
Hey,
a
his dice
whopping
knocked
3.
mine onto a better number. Can I have that?
Does that work?
All right,
I got a big 3.
big 3.
I got a
18.
big 21.
That'd be an 18 for me.
All right. Anyone above a 12? You instantly start. You start looking at the screens around you. You're checking your data pad for alerts. Like this should be setting off breaking news. It should everyone's gaping, standing here gaping at it, but things should be popping off, and nothing. No mall-wide alert. Nothing on your data pad, other than those of you who are using social media on Prism, the information network. You see other people posting photos. You see yourself in some of the photos, but nothing.
Fuck.
All right. What's the gamble that has something to do with what we're doing, eh?
Don't want to be on social media.
You know, I'm not really sure, but I got somebody that might be able to help. And he pulls a little data pad out. Hey, Morris, what are the odds that that's involved with what Verity asked us about? I'd say slim to none. Why the hell would those songfish be involved with a criminal? Well, you don't have to be an asshole about it, Jesus.
Yeah, Morris, asshole. I thought it was a good idea. All right. So we got
what-
20 minutes to kill then.
What is your Morris? Is it the...
Oh, this. And he holds up his little phone. This is my medically operative, restorative, and reparative intelligence screen. Or Morris.
It's like a robot in your database?
Well, sort of. He's like an AI.
Oh,
Well,
sounds neat.
that's impressive. Wait, how'd you get an AI into such a tiny thing there?
And Ixiom seems like suddenly very interested in Calido and comes over.
I lived with some doctors for a while. They had some old, like 21st century tech. And it already had a little voice box in it. I just made it talk and be a little smarter.
And how'd you get it to be so sassy?
Well, that was part of the programming. It was built into the device.
Well, you're a lucky one then, aren't you?
I guess you could call it.
Right.
Would you mind if I just have a little look at it?
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
figured
really
not.
leave my
It's all
pocket
right.
much.
It's all right. Don't worry
He's kind
about
of one of a kind.
it. I know exactly how you feel. Don't worry about it for a second. I'm just curious.
Right, well, if both of you are done, I'm gonna just go. I mean, we've got 20 minutes, that's enough time to scope out the scene. And Dust just kind of takes one last look at the fish, makes a note on his datapad on the datapad of the time and location, and just kind of starts wandering off.
Twitch is probably like the most difficult millennial with a fucking piece of technology you don't understand or whatever. He's like actively scrolling through the alerts and trying to work out like, is someone suppressing, like, why is this not going off? And suddenly he's just like buried in code and just like face down in his compad screen. Like,
You
just
could make a
poking away.
technology check if you wanted.
Yes.
Okay. Technology is a skill that
Yes.
we added in. It's an intelligence-based. It kind of incorporates everything for right now until we find a need for something more complicated or more layered. And then they also have a piloting check. But I doubt we're going to be getting into ships this arc. But who knows? They could steal one, and that would be it. So, you know.
Is Dusk like just like walking away or just like
I've
stepping
literally
up?
probably gone, unless there's any DM over room, Dusk is gone by now. They're gonna be at the assembly line when you get
know
there.
where the assembly line is. It's like the bar on this
Yeah.
deck. So,
Oh, it's a bar?
Yeah. Dusk is gone and finding a booth at the minute.
there
They're
you
gone.
Ava probably stands there for like a small minute and just like, I'll go get the beer. Just...
go.
Have an 18,
18.
on technology.
You don't see anything on back channels. You do see a lot of people asking why that's not going out. And weirdly, as soon as, like, you're not seeing any malicious code or any jammers or any kind of signal delay or interruption. What you are seeing is, like, people on our version of Reddit asking why this isn't going out on, like, a worldwide broadcast. And then as soon as their messages pop up, they get deleted.
Oh,
Hmm.
so normal Reddit.
Normal Reddit with really pernicious mods, yes.
Space.
So normal
Reddit.
Reddit.
Spend it.
You lack the karma.
Spend it.
You
Yeah,
just...
you lack the karma. Yeah, exactly. And then they want you to buy gold, and you're like, no, that's stupid.
Well, now I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not gonna do it.
So yeah, to which you do see that. Dusk has walked off. Ava, is that where you're going as well?
Yes.
Ava, with your passive perception, you do spot a hooded figure. They seem to be down. I can't ping. They're. God damn it. They're down here. Hold on. They're over here.
Okay.
In the corner. Looked like they'd gotten off the train, but it was so packed with people, you're not entirely sure. and this figure is probably about 6 feet tall or so, pretty average sized, maybe even a little on the smaller side since there are so many ancestries that are much taller. Dark blue and black clothing, and they seem to be holding up a data pad to the wall. The pad flickers for a second, and then they power it down, put it away in a little holster, and start shuffling off. There's another exit off of these.
Is it like a platform lower?
No, they're up above.
Okay.
You.
I just look
They're
up
like
and
a
like
deck above.
can try to snap my fingers and try and get their attention. The window is over there if you want a picture of the fish.
They don't register you, and they hurry off.
Rude.
Okay.
Rich is desperately trying to get like screenshots of the moment when a post is up and the moment when it disappears.
Proof,
It's
yeah.
like,
I have
no,
the
damn it.
receipts!
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, quicker, god damn it, look. And starts like walking along towards the bar, like just constantly hitting the like, no, god damn it. Just...
The bar is a whopping 10-minute walk. So it's
Oof.
like around the corner. You gotta go through the touristy cat. You gotta go through the souvenir stalls and the food stalls, but you can get there really easily. You all know where this place is. And thank you to War for giving me this place. He named it, so.
You're welcome.
It's a very, very well-known bar. It is the only nanobot bar in the DV. And they make your drinks special, custom-made to order. And they never mess up an order. Ever.
Cool. Sounds like a good place.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm drawing. Oh god, I'm on the wrong thing.
Oh no.
I have to learn this tool.
You're doing
What,
good.
you're not
I-
instantly perfect at this new thing?
Oh
Come on.
god, yeah, but see, that's my type A, like, real bad. So, I saw chat asking, yes, the maps are animated. These are from Squaw's maps. And we're using Foundry, which lets us use some animated maps, which is really cool. So,
Everything's animated.
everything, not everything. Not
No.
quite. Some of the maps are too big.
No.
So, the rest of you heading that direction, or does anyone need to peel off?
No. Want to get to the bar. Get a
Go
nano
to the
drink.
bar. Okay. Alright. So, let us move there then.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Whoa.
Every new map
You-
is so pretty.
Enter off the street. One of the cool things about sci-fi is that they tried very hard to make it look very residential, very neon, there's even like faux pavement that's laid down. There's sidewalks that look like our kind of sidewalks, but they move. And you all enter off the street here. Let me move you all onto the map. You can position yourselves wherever you know. You just have to go up the stairs. You have to pay the cover. Be scanned by the bouncers, and then you can go into the main door, which is right here. And that leads you into the bar proper.
Cool.
So, the bouncer's going to put a hand up. It's a burly ancestral half-orc person with big old mutton chops and wearing the assembly line uniform of a sleeveless black vest, tight-fitted pinstripe pants. He looks like an earth mobster, and he stands there and he goes, "All right, you want in?"
Yeah, what's the cover charge this time, big man?
Looks you all over. And, if y'all have it moved to the map, sometimes it doesn't move you all. You can move over to this one. The assembly line map. Doesn't look like it moves some of you.
Who is L?
I don't know.
Mystery man.
Well, what's supposed to happen is when I activate the scene, it's supposed to just immediately move you all. But it doesn't look like it did that. I don't know, like 10 credits.
You don't know? You just make it up as you go along? I
Yeah,
can respect
boss
that.
tells me I'm allowed to just, bullshit it, whatever. So yeah, 10 credits. Keep mouthing off, it's gonna double.
Alright, no banter for you then. You can hand him a credit shit, whatever we used to pay.
Yeah, he can actually just scan your data pad.
Oh. Boop.
Yep, boop, scans you. Alright, do you have any illegal drugs, accoutrement, black market guns, weapons
No.
you ought not to?
Probably.
Probably?
Probably not. Let me check.
Yeah, you want to try that again?
Yeah, no, I'm clear. I'm good,
You
mate.
sure
Don't worry
about
about
that?
it. Yep, 100%.
Okay, so Anthony, my question to you is, are you lying or not?
No, I'm not lying.
Okay, alright. Kind of... He looks you over and goes, alright. I don't like the look of your friends back here, though. You can go on in.
You
Okay. He's gonna go through this with each of you. You can haggle with him if you want, but if you are carrying anything illegal, note that he may catch you. So.
How illegal are thieves' tools?
Not.
Cool.
assume illegal is like drugs and
Yep. Contraband,
Yeah, yeah.
bootleg liquor, unofficial body mods, any
Ooh.
kind of automatic, if you got finger guns, anything like that that's not been sanctioned. Thank you, Jack.
finger guns right in.
Was waiting on someone.
I mean,
Like,
I have
can you
finger
just,
guns the spell, but
Hey.
not.
They're not active.
No.
Is it possible to just like swish someone like 10 credits? Just like,
You just
What,
want
like
or do they have
making
to,
it
like,
rain?
scan the
It's an
thing?
exotic dance. It's just credit.
Or can I
There's
Can
no,
I just, like-
there's no physical money. We've moved past.
no, but like, can I like take my data pad and just like,
Swoosh.
like,
Yeah, it's like Venmo.
how do you
It's
data
like
pad?
PayPal.
How
Do you
do
just
you
like,
data pad? Yeah. Yeah.
just
I
like
guess,
swipe 10 credits
sure.
his way?
Yeah.
Sure.
People
what?
that pay with their Apple Watch, that kind of
They
like.
just scan your QR code and
Yeah.
then it
they
gets
ju- yeah.
transferred.
Yeah. You just hold up your, you tap your Mastercard and it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I just need to know if anyone's gonna try to sneak anything past this guy.
Meh.
No, but I would like to try to haggle since I'm only 3 feet tall, and I would like to argue that that means I have to pay half.
Nice.
I don't think I should have to pay 10 credits. I'm 3 feet tall. There's no way that's a fair
He
deal.
looks down at you, kind of gets down on your level. Yeah, but see, here's the thing: we charge for more than 2 arms. So you're half credit.
The fuck?
Half as tall,
Hold
but
extra drinks in
3
these
times.
arms. I'm not gonna
I'm
say
not-
double fisted, man.
You could. Why wouldn't you? If you've got 6 arms, why wouldn't you fill each one up with the drink? You could just pound it, and go to party town.
Damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a drunk. Come on. What
I know a lot of doctors who are drunks. They're the best ones.
kind of doctors are you going to?
Yeah, there's old Butcher down the way. You ever met him?
No.
Oh, yeah, he's a real trip. Anyways, go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
All right. There's persuasion. Ooh, I'm proficient in that.
Oh, heck yeah.
Please pull up the roll menu when I click that, please. Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Oh.
All
14?
Right, all right. He looks at you, goes, I'll let you get by with the 7.
All right, yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah, all right.
And I send him 7 credits.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Anybody else trying anything?
Obviously, I just got there before them. If I'm assuming they were charged 10 credits the same.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they sent 15 over with a nod and then went and took a seat.
Got it. Yeah.
Moneybags over here.
Yeah, gives you the whole thing. Okay, so if no one
Are
else
they
is... What?
Are they scanning us, or is he just like looking us up and down?
Oh, he's scanning.
Like,
Cybernetic eye scan.
okay.
Yeah. He's mostly just checking to make sure you don't got, like, a bullet of cocaine up your ass. Like, that's the real thing he's checking for.
So, all right.
Okay, Sam.
rucksack full of Semtex. The like.
Yeah. He's just making sure you're not carrying any extra spice.
Finn's gonna, I guess Finn will walk up and just be like, so, what's, the illegal, things on this, station? Just asking for reference.
He looks at you for a second, Finn, and he makes a very complicated hand gesture at you that you loosely interpret as, you're probably all right.
I'll just flick the bird and kind of, give the old
Yep.
thanks, man, and just
Yeah.
walk through, and I'll lit up a doobie,
He
and I'll pass it over to him.
Yeah, there we go. He takes it and he goes, "Finders keepers, bitch," and then kind of pushes you in the door and hangs onto it.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Oh shit! All right, is that everybody in then?
Did you just pay the cover charge with drugs?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, whatever.
Which probably tries dropping thieves' cant in with his payment.
To say
See
what?
if it's sort of the he's looking for the right mark to tell him if it's that kind of bar, in the same way that if they walked past the house, we're like, chalk mark, that house has a dog.
Right.
You don't rob that one. And they're like, how do you know that?
Well, that branch is bent 90 degrees to the south, and that means, yeah. Yeah. Now,
This house gives king-size candy bars.
Everyone's put a QR code on their brick
Yep.
Holy shit.
deal, yeah.
Or those codes this is a real reach, but those codes that they did on the clubs, what is it, in Blade 2? Where...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you identify them. I hate that stupid movie so much. It's not like I've watched it a billion times. Mostly for Ron Perlman. Anyways, so he gives you that look again, real assessing. He's like, nah, ain't that kind of place, though I appreciate the offer.
And he just swipes his credits,
Yep.
ducks a little bit for the door frame, and
All right, so this place is constantly moving with people. The nanobots form the loose interpretation of a humanoid shape behind the bar, make drinks, slide them down. It's the assembly line. There's a little bit of a conveyor belt system that happens that winds all the way around the bar, and like a Rube Goldberg machine level of complication drops drinks down right in front of people without spilling anything. It's a very cool place, but it's also kind of touristy. Let's be honest, it's a little touristy. So you all do manage to see Verity over in this far corner. She actually kind of sticks her cybernetic arm out, and you see her head pop around the corner, and she has another figure with her.
What does it cost for a drink? Is that
Oh, you buy a drink pass, and depending on how much you think you're gonna drink, you buy up to that level. So if the lowest one is just one drink, it's 1 credit. If it's 5 drinks, it's 4 credits. You save a little bit by buying more.
Coolio?
You buy it by the mill. That's amazing.
Yep. Yep, it's like a punch card. Buy 11, get the 12th free,
I order a
Credits
drink
for
and then
tap water.
Great. They've put microtransactions into this is hell.
Drinking.
It's what we've
If you get the last drop, that's an extra credit.
I'm so happy. I probably
if it just
thought...
gets a drink and solder over.
Yeah, you could do that. And she actually has gotten sorry, I never figured out how doors work on here. Anyways,
Yeah, what
matter.
is?
Oh, those
there
are
a
those
door?
are mine. Me messing around. Unless you want to walk into the really crappy bathroom. It's a bar bathroom.
Oh.
Yep. Instantly just
Oh,
go.
boy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no thanks.
Okay, so what Verity has done is she has taken this VIP area and basically just bought out the whole thing. So you can go up there. The booths are yours. They're all connected. You can just shove the like this. They're like fuzzy glass panels, kind of like privacy screens. You can shove all those aside and open the area up. Where you going, Finn?
Yeah, it was funny that you mentioned bathrooms because I was actually
Oh, no.
I was gonna saunter on to the bathrooms
Okay.
and
Got a leak.
yeah, just kind of like I gotta take a leak real quick, guys. I'll catch up with you and
Good luck,
kinda
mate.
I'll just like look over my shoulders and like kind of like pop my coat a little bit
Oh god.
and walk over to the bathrooms, like kind of just kick the door in with my boot, not like hard, but just like I'm not touching that fucking door.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
And like I'm just gonna kick it in, and I'm gonna twirl my force dagger in my hands, and on one of the stalls I'm gonna carve in the dragonfly, and then I'm gonna swirl my force dagger back, take out this weird looking inhaler thing, just take a stuff of it. This like red mist kind of like sprays into my face and into my like mouth, and my fangs kind of extend a little bit, and then I just gotta and then I'll walk out of the bathroom and head over to the private area.
Just kind of watched everybody come in. They ordered what looks like a whiskey, but it's actually completely non-alcoholic. Just has the appearance and taste of whiskey. It kind of watched everybody walk over, left, right, sighs a little, then wanders over after they've all settled.
Okay. Verity waits until you all, you know, she's sitting there. She's pretty gruff in her demeanor. She's just like, "The fuck you waiting on? The next songfish storm? The fuck? God. All right." She looks over at the person with her. Ava, this is the same person you spotted on the upper deck at the terminal. Hooded, and you see that she's got a looks like a prosthetic hand on her left and a cybernetic, very complicated one on her right, and she's kind of twitching a little bit. She looks nervous, but you don't see any facial features. They're completely obscured by the hood. And on the table in front of them is a really beat up data pad. Like someone has routinely dropped it. You know that friend who just like is constantly cracking their phone screen? It looks like that. It's been through hell. It's dented, it's dirty. There might even be blood on it. You're not entirely sure. Beside it is a beat up canvas knapsack. And then, weirdly, in a little glass box, a cybernetic eye.
Hey, Cloaky, did you find some funny graffiti on the wall?
Are you talking to this
Yeah,
person?
the person. Yes.
She kind of jumps when you say something and looks over at Verity, and Verity's just like, okay. Maybe we don't talk to the guest before we get the whole thing going on here. Can you do that for me? Cool.
Might cost extra.
Just shakes her head at you, Dusk. Goes,
I mean,
It lets out like a low bark, just a but
think you're
then
funny.
straight back to stone faced again.
Great. Got a joker over
I like
there.
this one.
Which like actively bites his lip to not say something, but is now like looking them over, like trying to work out what they are, like very clearly, like I wonder. I don't.
Okay.
Like, this is a new and interesting thing to be distracted by. Like,
That's what I say to everybody at the bar. You're a new and interesting thing to be distracted by. Let's go.
That's a chair. You're cut off. Get the fuck out.
Bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Verity just goes, all right, Sanel, you ready for this? And the figure looks up, and it looks to be a woman. Her skin's kind of like a slaty blue, like a Verthani or maybe like a drow ancestry of some kind. But her facial features don't quite have that bone structure to them. I need everyone to make a technology roll.
Yay.
Mimics need love too. Ada!
Oof.
What do we got?
Let's see if this works.
Well,
Hello.
Let's roll. Come on, roll.
Did not work. Alright, let's try
Ooh,
this
16.
If it doesn't, you can always just roll a d20 and add your tech modifier.
That is my plan.
Just a 10.
Yeah.
14, unless this has something to do with old magical technology.
No, it does not.
Okay.
I got 19,
Okay.
unless it has something to do with technology
Ooh.
also.
1. All right.
Ooh, the natty
Where are
one.
my scores here? Okay. So, let's see what we got here. Anyone above a 12, the eyes are not organic. They're very good, but there's something about them that is just enough off to make you wonder about their origins.
Are these the eyes in Sunil or the ones in the pot on the table?
No, in her when she looks up at you,
Right.
there's something that you can't quite pin down about her eyes. If any, and I think I had 2 who were above a 15. So
Yep.
who was that?
Me.
Dusk and Ixiom. Yeah. You two, these are very well disguised Vect eyes. And something about them reminds you of a clock. This is a disguised Vect,
Oh.
which is not unusual, but it is odd outside of the Jormund realm where all of the Vect labs are. Okay. So she kind of after like not, she's trying to contain herself a little bit and calm down. She says, "I'm Sanil. I run with the Misfits." And you all have heard of the Misfits before. They're a local gang, non-violent, typically more chaos causers. They like to put the middle finger up at the government, pretty much. But they don't harm civilians. They're not terrorists in any way. They don't use guns or bombs or anything like that. The worst they do is maybe steal some data or take pictures of people and government having affairs and then slap them on social media. That kind of chaos.
Yeah.
Name and shame type stuff. So Verity's working for me to find Zan before the authorities find him. I hired her. And she's the middle person. So she's hiring you all. He's my best friend. And he's missing. And he didn't do what they're saying he did. He would never ever do anything like that.
What was it that they said he did?
That he stole government data and shot a guard and almost killed him. He would never do that.
Did someone set him up then?
I think so. And she turns the data pad on, the beat up one, in front of her, and she spins it around to show you all. And what you actually are looking down at is a very complicated blueprint for a battle bot. Says he was trying to build his bot, and he stole parts. And I think he stole them from the wrong person. And so now they're out for him, and I'm trying to find him. It's a mess. I just need you to bring him back. And no, you can't turn him into the police.
So this is less of a bag and tag and more of a search and rescue then.
Yeah, but
Just to be totally clear.
I don't know where he is. You'll need this, and she pushes the eye towards you all. And this.
Gross, but alright.
It does move. A little bit.
Just kind of takes it and holds it up to his face, just between the hat and the scarf, and just kind of stares it down for a moment. It's like, you know that care and attention costs extra, right? Dead or alive, I can do at normal rate, but you mean if it's just got to be alive and in one piece, we're gonna have some issues.
Well, Verity kind of looks at you and nods, and she says, "That's where the subterfuge comes in. So the deal is, find him, bring him back. Sunel tell you where to drop him off. I take any evidence you give me, and I point the authorities in the other direction. I collect the reward. You get paid by Sunel. I get paid by the government."
Oh, so I'm working that. So you're the one that's going to be paying me then? It just kind of turns to Sunel and goes, "I'm Dusk. Nice to meet you."
So polite.
I mean, I'm known for getting the job done. I don't have to be unpleasant while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's a fair
But
point.
I can be if I need to be.
But wait, Verity. This says that you get paid if your information leads to his capture. So.
Yeah, let me worry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's trade business. You don't need to know.
That is really
I
wrangling
never
Dusk.
know
That
with
doesn't
you,
sound
Verity.
like Verity.
Oh,
It's always the same deal.
it
with
very
you.
much is. At this moment,
oh,
she's like,
the need
yeah.
to know business, yeah.
Yeah.
The maybe not getting paid business.
"Oh no, she's gonna get paid, but how she goes about that, you don't need to get caught up in all that nonsense. You work for Sunel. I'll run the information. You turn evidence into me."
Mentioned a drop-off point. Do we get to know that information before we capture him?
Sunel looks at you and says, "No, because it's a misfit warehouse, and there's no way Garst would let me give you that information without knowing you have Zan."
Well, that might be an issue, see, because I'm a person that likes to plan. I like to make sure I know where I'm going, I know where I'm coming from, and I've got several ways of getting there. Without a location, this is going to make the job a lot more complex.
It's nearby.
Yeah, it'll be fine, big fella. Opening doors is what I do. Don't worry about it.
We'll even
Do
give
think
you a
he's
ship.
somewhere. Because you don't think he's on the station anywhere.
No. He would tell me if he was. We have little hidey holes all over the place, and I've checked all of those. I've checked his apartment. And you see her she flicks her eyes over at Verity again, and Verity says, just give it to him. They gotta go anyways. It'd be easier if they don't have to sneak around. And you watch Sunil dig around in a knapsack, and she pulls out a, it looks like an apartment keycard. She says he
Unless
lives...
anybody wants to try and race before it, Dusk is going to grab that as soon as possible.
Okay. It's
Sure.
yeah,
Enjoy.
it's just a flat key card that would let you in somebody's door. There's nothing special about it. She says you take the rail to Etion and then get off at the Liro station. I'll give you directions. You can follow it on your data pad. I was there 3 nights ago. I went after he went missing, and then I couldn't get in. my card wouldn't work. And I thought about like climbing up the roof and, you know, going around and trying to find a way in. I can do that. And there was somebody watching me.
So someone is having a look out on the apartment then.
They did. I went back every night after that. He's been gone a week. So yeah, I went back every night and I got in 3 days ago. Whoever was on the roof was gone by that point. And the place was trashed. It's been I know what a turned place looks like. They ripped open the couch. They pushed the bookshelves over. They went digging in the walls. It's just wrecked.
Do you have anything more than someone, or are you going to actually give us some useful information?
It could get you a lot of trouble if it's what I think.
I think we all signed up for this knowing it could be trouble.
Let me pause at that for a second.
Hey, the more trouble it is, the more we get paid, right? So,
Well, I mean,
What parts did he steal exactly? It sounds like they did a real number on his house.
yeah, he stole from the robotics emporium on Sparrow Isle.
Ugh.
So,
Oh.
for the uninitiated audience, Sparrow Isle is the bougie part of the DV. You actually can't even get in there without paying a hefty admin fee. We'll say club membership. It is highest of highfalutin. And the robotics emporium, though, not most of you. Okay, let's do a check for this. Let's do a history check. If you're proficient in technology, I'll give you advantage on this.
All right.
Nope.
Dice. So many dice.
Wait,
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, I think I am.
There we go.
So history with
Advantage if you're proficient in technology.
pretty sure. I am.
Okay.
Is this government-based or not? 'Cause I-
Sparrow Isle or this store?
this specific store.
No, it is not. It is a private business.
No worries. 13 in that case.
Okay.
11.
19.
Damn.
Oh,
All right.
30 for Twitch.
Okay. So Twitch, Ixiom, Dusk. Yes. Yeah. This place is famous and infamous. It is run by a very unique being. They are actually an ancestral chaos being. They don't really exist anymore. They're one of just a few. Chaos beings are incredibly rare, and it's fully believed at this point, pretty much has been confirmed that ancestral entropians are descended from these beings. And they've long pretty much went extinct, with the exception of a few. This one, their name is Enigma. They're very famous. You don't go into their store unless you have an appointment. They're heavily guarded. And this is where one of the few places outside of Blackpost that you can get unrefined and refined dark slag, which is the rarest metal in the galaxy.
Try me. I see your friend didn't pull any punches with his requirements.
I don't know what he was thinking. The bot would be fine. You don't need expensive parts to make this thing work. It's so stupid.
It's not about making it work. It's about making it work better than anyone else. I understand that. I seem very interested in the schematic, by the way.
Okay. I told him
Yeah.
we could have taken care of his mom's debt. It wouldn't have been an issue. We just need a little bit more time. And he went and did this.
And do you have to have his mother's name by any chance?
I guess there's no harm. Veronica.
Thank you kindly.
Don't go bug her with this. She doesn't know Zan's missing.
How I do my job is up to me.
She's already sick. She'll die of a heart attack.
Even better.
Do you think she would know any other hiding spots he could have gone to?
I don't think so.
Maybe he has like a childhood home he could like camp out in the basement or something.
They're spacers. They don't stay anywhere particular.
What's his mom's ancestry, if you don't mind?
She's Damphir.
And she's sick.
Yeah.
Do you know what she is sick of? Sick from?
It's one of those bloodborne pathogens that hits them. She may have gotten a tainted batch. She might have. I don't know. Zan always said that if anything was gonna get him, it was gonna be his genes, not whatever job we were doing for the gang. I got faulty genes.
You're his friend?
Yeah.
Any idea who was holding the debt? What corp or gang or...
Honestly, it was the most boring debt you could possibly have to deal with. Her rented room on the ship she was on. They sold the ship, and she didn't have the money to pay for a new one, so she borrowed it. Loan shark stuff. Can't pay. Suddenly you're paying 150% interest. You borrow more to make up the difference, and you dig yourself a hole so big you can't get back out. And that's why he wanted to build the bot. He's good at them. You fight the battle bots, and you win, and the prize would have more than paid off her debt and could have set herself up somewhere. Zan's a good guy. He just wanted to help his mom. And I think in his desperation, he did something real stupid.
Motive doesn't always matter in situations like these, but you seem to be skipping over my original question. Information about who was watching the house?
I have no idea.
You didn't even catch a silhouette, or...
My suspicion would be it's Enigma's people. Wanting back the stuff he stole. That would make the most sense. Or mercenaries they hired.
Yeah, what is the stuff that you stole? Did they take it from the apartment?
I didn't find it. But that doesn't mean anything. I was hurried. I didn't have a chance to look real thoroughly, and he's got probably 2 more caches in that place that I don't even know about, and that's why you need that. And she points at Dusk, who's got the eye. That'll open them if you find them.
And I mean,
I wouldn't worry about opening.
If I stole a shit ton of expensive shit, I wouldn't have it laying about. I would hide them.
So, guy can build a battle bot is gonna know how to build a hidey hole. I mean, kind of scales up like that, right?
Yeah, assuming they're not amateurs at one thing and professionals at another.
I mean, he's an amateur at stealing, quite clearly, but hopefully he'll be an amateur at hiding.
Oh, the
I
other
think if
thing
he was
is...
an amateur at hiding, he probably would have been found already, all that stuff.
I mean, it's only the government after him. It's not us, until now.
She does tell you his weapons cache was cleaned out.
Well, that's just a crying shame.
Are we talking heavy artillery? What are we worrying about here?
Mostly sidearms. He had a really nice laser knife that was gifted to him by his dad, but it's gone. I mean, he never went anywhere without it. So if he's on the run, he took that for sure.
I mean, if you're on the run, you're going to clean out your weapons cache. That's not really news. Right.
So what leads do we have then? Just
Check
checking
out his
every
place.
planet?
the house, the place, the figure watching it. We've got a key to get in, an eye to get through biometrics, and directions, if you could be so kind.
Yeah, she'll send those over so that you all have them on your data pad and you can just follow them like GPS. So you do have to take the train back to Etienne and get off at the Liro station. It's in a like a low-cost housing area. It's mostly just civilians and bars and stores. Like, it's just a pretty average residential area. You want to go to the Saga building, and it's apartment 23, door Z. So it's on the 26th floor.
I'm assuming none of you are amateur enough to not be prepared for an investigation.
Yeah, I got my good eye on me. Let's move it.
Beautiful.
I love that. I got my good eye on me. That's amazing.
Happy someone picked it.
Oh my god. She does also tell you that she's going to be staying on Sci-Fi at the Palace, which is, you all know, is just a rooming house. It's basically a rented sleep pod with like a couple of meals you get every night. So you can find her there. She'll stay there for the next couple of nights, and then she's going to go back to Misfit headquarters. But you know how to contact her if you find anything. Verity says, hey, before you go, we gotta make this official. Sign on the dotted line, you know the drill. Standard employment contract.
I want to read over that thing you just checked.
Yeah.
Okay, let me send that over.
Yeah, the day you sign a contract without reading it is the day it says, we own all your organs.
It should be in the journal entry. There should be a contract there. But it does say, per this contract, you, the undersigned, do acknowledge and understand your freelancer status with Verity Investigations. While working as a freelancer, you are obligated to send routine case updates to Verity Guzal through a secure Prism connection. You will document your findings and send all evidence to Verity through the secure connection. The secure connection will be provided to you. All of that is very standard. You all have done that before. An advance of 100 credits per party member will be sent to your account for expenses. Should you capture Zan, a Vinder's fee of 75% of the reward money will go to Verity. The remaining 25% of the reward will go to you, to be split how you see fit. It's imperative you capture Zan alive. Should you be put in a situation where your or his life is at risk, defer to the proper authorities. She leans in and she goes, that bottom part's bullshit. I just do that to cover my ass. Basically, you're working for Sunil, so...
Yeah, so 25% payment from you from your reward,
Yep.
and the rest from Sunil,
From
right?
her, yep. So all in all, split
Okie
between... I guess I'm not going to do that math, because fuck it. It's not my job. So from me, with Sunil's, yeah, you'd be splitting about 5,000 credits amongst the 6 of you.
It's a start.
Well, let me say you do this, which means you getting good with the Misfits, and they always have work.
I think it sounds like a good deal.
You always have work as well yourself, Verity.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I think I'm gonna be out of the game here soon. I think this might be one of my last ones.
Oh, shit. Is there some reason?
Nah, I found a sweet little piece of land over on Jormund. Gonna build a house. I'm gonna retire. I'm done.
I really thought you were going to say you found a sweet piece of us, but I'm still happy
well,
for you.
that comes with the house, so...
I see. All right.
Wait, does that mean we can go solo boarding? You always said maybe after the next job, but if this is the last job, that isn't the next job.
I do. I almost forgot. And she's pointing at you to it. She goes, I forgot. And she flicks something over to you on your data pad. She's given you a day pass to the Watcher's Crypt, which is like the ultimate extreme sport canyon. You did good for me that last round. So I had a client who tried to give me those instead of pay me. And you know, that doesn't work, so I took those and then I took the payment. And my bones are too old to do that shit, so have fun, kid.
Yes.
How old does Verity look?
She's an ancestral elf.
Okay, so who knows?
You could ask her.
She lived forever.
She definitely had an accident at some point because that arm, her right arm, is a replacement, not an acquisition, we'll say. And there is a difference between people who willingly do that and people who don't have choice.
All right, so I guess we're heading to the apartment then.
Wait, I have something to ask. Ixiom sort of looks between Sonal and Verity and sort of like points at the mech schematics and says, I want a copy of that.
Zan would kill me. Why don't you
And I
find
just sort of
him
give her a look.
Find him and you can ask him yourself. How's that sound?
What? So he's strapped to a chair and I say, Oi, I'll let you out if you give me your mech schematics.
I mean, we're helping him out too, so who
Yeah,
knows?
he'd
Maybe
probably-
he's up for a favor.
He'd probably
He'll
say
never-
yes.
I love this.
Yeah, you know, it's not like I'm taking the only copy. He can still have his.
I think that's what the copy is for.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Fact is, without us, he'll probably never see it again. So
But if you have those, then you can beat him, and then he can't pay his debts. And
shut up, Twitch.
All right,
So,
so we're
what are
in
we
the
talking
apartments, or we gonna just fucking sit here?
I guess we can go to the apartments.
Okay, good.
Everyone's data pads ping with the 100 credit advance for expenses.
Heck yeah.
So you can add that into your inventory.
Hooray.
And you know how to get back onto the train and head over to Etion.
Yay, trains.
Yay, trains.
Escape them in no gravity.
I know,
I-
right? Gotta be able to get places.
I give a nod to the bounce from a way out and just carry him away.
You said 100 credits?
Oh,
right?
100 per character, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Finn, on your way out, this big half-orc hand comes down on your shoulder.
Oh.
Hey, that's some good shit. Where'd you get that at?
Well, if I told you, then, you know, everybody would have good shit. But,
Why don't you point me in the right direction? I can figure it out.
alright, let's just say I can hook you up, and, I'll take out this little, like, business card looking thing, and, it's just black, but, you, like, shine it in, like, the right light and everything. You can see a, like, a dragonfly emblem on it, and, certain contact information that's kind of in, like, a cipher, so.
Okay. Takes
Like,
it.
just contact one of the guys. They'll get you.
Got it. Nice to see somebody else from Black Post sticking around. He puts
Yeah.
it in his vest and kind of straightens out his clothing. Says, all right, come on, gawkers, let's go. 10. Now you know what? It's past 10 p.m. 15 credit cover. Come on. And starts moving the line through.
All right, let's get out of here before he charges us for leaving.
Take it easy, big man.
That's entrapment. He would do that.
Surely he wouldn't, right?
It's either that or you gotta crawl out the bathroom window, and I wouldn't recommend it.
I'd like to see you catch me if I tried that.
All right, so as they head over to Etion to check out Zan's apartment, we're going to take a break.
Cool.
So let's go ahead and break here, and then we'll pick up with the second half of our story. Thank you again to Adventure Music, Squaws Maps, Arcanist Press, and Mage Hand Press for all of your words, music, and beautiful artwork that we've been using throughout the game. We appreciate it. And we'll see everybody here back in just about 10-15 minutes. All right.
Ames.
So, here we are. You all take the train back to Etienne. And you know that you get off at the Liro station is the third stop. So you can get off the train there. You do see the flash of Zan's wanted poster a few more times. A little bit of kind of an odd thing that you're thinking about now since you are actively hunting for him, but not for the government. And as you head down into the Saga district, where the Saga building is, you see it's a pretty standard residential area. There's a lot of kind of on the edge of seedy bars. There's a lot of corner stores. You mostly see, it looks like, young working professionals who live here because it's affordable. And you turn the corner to the street that you need to be on to Zan's apartment, and you get hit with rain.
Sorry, I'm still dreaming of
Yeah.
affordable housing.
Oh, right. I know, right?
Ouch.
Yeah, that's the real fantasy.
Deep cut.
So, this is the street you need to be on.
Mhm.
People are rushing by through the rain because the simulated weather on this side of Etienne doesn't really kick into rain often, so someone's having fun pushing a button. Must be a globalist. I don't know. That's a weird joke. And his building is... Hold on just a second. Hey, tools, things that work. Yes, Foundry does let you have rain on their maps. It's pretty badass. His building is here. And you know that you can get in the front door and into the elevator using the key card that you have.
Can I look around to see if there's any back entrances, fire escapes and such?
Yes, actually go ahead and everyone make a perception check. You are going to do so with disadvantage because it is dark
What?
and raining.
What?
Your vision is obscured.
Reasonable.
Oh,
Oh,
I got a 12.
Wow, that's still pretty good.
18.
Yeah, 17, even with disadvantage. Holy
Okay.
shit.
7.
7.
The dice are so fun.
I love the dice, I know. There's something very
Dude,
satisfying
the dice have
about
blessed
that.
us. We're all like above
Where did mine
15
run off
with
to
disadvantage.
here?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got a 17.
17.
Well, I
Shoot.
got a 12. Go away.
There,
Bro,
shoot.
these
Right,
dice!
There we go. Damn. All right.
Holy shit, dude.
So, Finn, you're too preoccupied bitching about the rain to
Yeah.
to pay much attention.
I'm trying to keep my cigarette lit and
Yes.
this fucking
Uh,
stupid piece of shit.
You do need to walk down the alley a little bit to get a view of the back side of the building. A couple people come out of the building. One is carrying what looks like a grocery bag of some kind with them. There is a fire escape, but it does not go all the way up. You notice about 10 floors up, it is just hanging loose off the building, squeaking in the wind. So if that's not a fire code violation, I don't know what is.
It's
With the-
raining.
Yeah, with this perception check we've made, can we see any hooded looking figures on rooftops watching the apartment?
So you would need a better vantage point than from the ground.
Yeah.
This building is 30 floors tall. And
I can understand why I couldn't see
he's
rooftop
on
of that.
the 26th floor.
Oh.
So you could
Should
maybe
we take,
try to find a way, to go halfway up or get on an adjacent building, but
should we just take the elevator up to the roof and check if someone's there?
I think, when you say it's 10th floor and then snapped off, so we can climb to a 10th floor,
Yep.
then we can't get any further by the fire escape.
not unless you know how to scale a building with no tools.
What if you
the
theoretically
wall was
had
like on this
tools?
building?
Theoretically.
Way go.
Okay.
I would quite like to do something.
What if you had a burglar's pack being the...
Right, I know. And what did you ask, Kalida?
What do the textures on this wall look like? Maybe we could just
It's simulated brick,
scale straight.
so it's very slick in the rain.
Would I be able to climb up to the 10th floor and cast silent image so that to when people look out, it looks like I'm not there, but I can look in and check whether there's any empty rooms I can climb through?
Shiny.
The accent's throwing me off. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. I was not ready. It just like became fully formed right there.
I didn't
Everyone must have
expect
the
it.
funny
That
voice.
was pretty great. That was pretty great. Because I've heard Leech try to do a southern, western accent and it doesn't work. He knows what I'm talking about.
Brutal.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
work. Okay, so I mean, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, yeah, sure. Fuck it. You're level 1. If you plummet and die,
I have Featherfall.
this is gonna be
Of course you
interesting.
do.
So you're gonna climb up the fire escape.
Yep, the normal 10 floors, get up there,
Okay.
and I can do a 15-foot cube with silent image. I wish I could stop this accent because I'm out of character right now, but it's just stuck.
That's
We'll
perfect. You're
reset
good.
him.
Pretty good.
Yeehaw.
Right, so yeah, I'll cast silent image outside the windows to try and encompass as many windows as possible. But I can look in and see whether there's any. I mean, it's 15 feet, so it's only going to cover like one window. So pick a
Right.
window, any window. I will cover it with silent image and look through to see whether I can climb into that room without being discovered.
All right, so 5 floors up. I just rolled for it. There's a window with no curtains. Doesn't look like any privacy glass either that you can look right in. It is a dilapidated room. Probably someone's been squatting there, but you don't see anyone immediately.
Right. And for flavor-wise, obviously I have a Force dagger. How does that work? Is it a blade ringed with kinetic energy, or is it purely kinetic energy?
You're gonna make a shit ton of noise.
Hmm.
You would have to be able to vibrate the glass in a way that would shatter it, but it's also going to...
Okie dokie.
Yep.
In which case I tear a strip off my long leather coat, wrap it around my fist, and attempt to punch the glass.
Go ahead and make an unarmed strike.
So, what are we? I mean, he just ran off. Are you guys? Do we have any other plans? I mean, I don't really.
I do. As a side note, I do not know how to make an unarmed strike.
So it would be...
Like
What is
dice-wise.
punching?
It would be strength.
Yeah, d20 plus your strength modifier.
Lovely stuff, thank you.
I
Just
mean,
a
there's-
strength ability check, it'll be easier.
Smells like there's ramen bar over there, and I'm actually pretty fucking.
Oh, no!
Oh no. The natty one.
The first
Ooh.
Ow,
one.
that really fucking hurt.
That hurt. And it actually... There was some barrier there you weren't ready for. Some kind of protection shield. And it's going to bounce you back. And I'm going to need you to make either athletics or acrobatics check to keep from falling down 5 floors.
Where are we at in reference
Wherever
to...
you all want to be.
All right.
I mean,
So Dusk went around the back.
He went around the
and
back.
It was like a back alley or something that he went.
Yep.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
The second I split from the party, my rolls go.
See you later.
Oh, that's nice.
You're gonna,
I'm glad the guy.
you're gonna-
I'm glad the one that has the key is
oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Twitch
we're
is-
taking the
That's the
key
to
from
fucking
him.
break in through a fucking window. That's grand.
Twitch is
Yeah.
probably
I mean, it
working
came out of his
on the
pockets.
door.
We can always get it back.
Like,
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I got thieves' tools. I got technology. Like, I just like, oh, none of us have the card. Oh, I can get us in. And he's like rooting through his bag for various tools and stuff to just like, don't worry about it. I'll get it out.
Am
Come
I
on,
currently
here.
falling from the 5th floor?
Ah, poof.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Actually, can I cast Featherfall
You
as I'm
can.
going as a bonus
Yep.
action. Beautiful. I'll just burn both my level 1 spell slots before we even start anything.
Nice.
Yay!
Can I go up to Dusk now that
Yep.
he's like I
Prone.
guess fallen off the thing, and he's like, "Oi, give us the card before you get yourself killed."
Not a fucking word. It just, they get themselves up and just hand the key card over. As I say, not a fucking word.
I
Okay,
just
then, bud.
nod, give him a salute, and go to the front door.
The
Oh,
card,
really,
shockingly,
really
works.
big crater.
Which just starts putting his tools back away. Like, do.
Hey, don't worry, mate. Next time, it's all yours. And
As
I
we,
loop it in.
as
Is
we
this
walk through,
elevator made for somebody 10 feet? Am I going to have to crouch?
Yeah, we're gonna all stack into the tiny elevator.
It's gonna be a little tight. It's doable.
What all is out here in the
Mostly other
As we walk
apartment
through
buildings.
this
This
plaza,
one
yeah.
building here is a like a dance club. The buildings across the street, yeah, there's a little bit of that. The buildings across the street are all residential.
Damn.
There's a couple little like pubs on the corner next to each other.
Yeah, I guess like I go to like do the key card, then I turn around and I say, "Are we all right to just go in the front door, or are people thinking maybe I'll go somewhere else?"
Well, I'm
We
kind of
haven't
thinking
seen
maybe it
anything
would have
too
been
bad.
smart to do that in the first place.
That's what I was thinking, but you know, we got this guy climbing the wall and definitely not doing anything suspicious. So
Remember,
And if
you're
we
level
if
one.
we keep a low profile,
yeah,
I'm not trying to make this super difficult.
yeah,
yeah,
reasonable.
we
That's
probably
our
shouldn't
job.
draw. We probably shouldn't draw too much attention to ourselves. Just
Yeah.
saying, like,
I reckon so. Look,
I don't
we'll
know
just
why we would try and break in when we have the key, but
I
whatever.
don't know what you're talking about. No attention was drawn. We're okay.
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
foot
I didn't see
figure
nothing.
just climbing fire escape and then falling back.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Mate,
All right, and I'll just
You're
walk
having
in.
more of that weed you gave the bouncer. All right, listen. We'll just go up there, and when some spicy shit happens, then we'll go all fancy. All right. Other than that, and then I boop the key card and go inside.
This is my favorite thing. Oh my god. Instantly,
Sounds good
all
to
of
me.
my careful planning, and y'all just fucking climbed the building and then fell. Instead of
I don't know
using
what
the
you're talking about, man.
goddamn key card that I
Not
gave
all
you.
of us. All of us didn't climb
Yeah,
it.
no.
One
That's-
of us climbed it.
Never, ever, ever fail me, y'all. Don't
The rest
ever
of us
fail
were
me.
just having a smoke and shooting the shit down on the street.
Never
watching
follow
this.
the most straight path forward. Always veer off course because it makes it way more interesting for me.
I mean, I was gonna go grab some ramen at this corner
You
bar
can.
right there. No, it's fine.
It's a cup of noodles.
That's fine.
Look, we'll get some food when we come
It's
back
my
down.
favorite thing.
I guess
All right.
I guess I'll just starve.
So you
Aw.
go into the building. It's pretty quiet. It is later at night, so there you do like when you pass some doors on the main floor to get to the elevator, you might hear like a kid, you know, behind a door or someone's entertainment system or something going off, but you're not seeing anything that instantly is like, oh, we're about to be jumped. It's not. It's a building. It's an apartment building. So you get in the elevator, a little bit of a tight squeeze. Some of you are getting a little up close and personal, but it's okay. You'll be all right. Be careful of the Skittermander. Just watch
Do not
where you
trample the
step.
Skittermander.
Yeah, don't
Everybody wore
trample.
really nice shoes today.
Thank you. I just polished them yesterday.
You wanna jump up? I mean, I don't mind if you wanna ride on my back.
It'd probably be easier to see up there. Sure, why not?
All right, hop up.
You
I'll
get-
just
instantly
toss.
Get two hands. Like-
That's fine.
Is Calido soft?
Yes, absolutely.
Like a little kitty.
Oh,
He's more of the long hair variety of Skittermander.
perfect.
Oh,
my
yes.
god. But it's been
Perfect.
raining. He's
You've
gonna
gained a
smell so
sentient
bad.
scarf.
I love it.
That's
All right. So you ride the elevator up. It's a rickety, creaky thing. There are a couple moments where you're like, oh dear God, we're gonna plummet to our deaths. But 26th floor dings. You get off the elevator. Let me pull that up. You get off the elevator here. Dynamic lighting, motherfuckers!
Oh shit.
Oh!
It's so
Oh
dynamic.
shit. Oh, it's so dynamic.
It's so dynamic that there's two of me.
That there's two of you. Oh,
There's
Jesus.
there's two of me and I have no vision.
Guys, that's my twin.
I see there's just two of all of us.
Yeah, there are two of everyone.
Is there?
I mean, I'm not complaining
Yes.
about the extra hands.
Hold on, let me move you all. It takes a minute to kind of like get you in the hallway. Hold on. It decided to be a complete butthole.
Ah.
And it's
Oh.
copied you all like 6 times. Alright.
Well, I'm stuck.
What is narrow through here? I love this so much. So I was able to put walls and doors in.
Uh-huh. And
As-
now we can't
The
get
light.
it.
And now you
oh
can't
god. Okay.
see anything. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is my favorite thing. Oh my god.
So we're in
Wait,
the
so we should
hallway,
use
or-
these ones that are
Fine.
now
Hold
in the
on,
hallway,
let me
and
grab
not the ones in
everybody.
the
Who
void.
am I missing?
I
Uh,
think everyone just Finn is under me.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Jesus. Oh yeah, I can see that.
And now there's 2 of me.
There we go.
Nope.
I think that's
Don't
better.
know
There's
what
2
you're talking
of
about.
me.
Okay, so I'll get it sorted here in the hallway in a minute once we get everyone moving around.
Oops, sorry about that. Just gonna squeeze past you.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah.
Sorry.
There's a figure that comes out of the apartment down the hallway, the opposite direction, sees you all, and kind of freezes for a second.
Can I
mean,
use
that's fair.
predestation to soil their trousers? So they-
No. I'm
Damn
gonna
it.
say no.
Soiled their trousers.
It can't make things out of nothing.
It's because the only reason I say it is because I just read the thing and it was like soil stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's new.
Clean or dirty things.
Yeah, you instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. I just want.
What's
That's
the
fine if I
range
can't.
on that?
Exactly one hallway.
Yeah, exactly one hallway.
That's what it says on the spell.
One cubic hallway.
The entire thing. Oh god.
10 feet, yeah, so that's not going to be close enough,
that's
so
not.
ignore
No,
that.
they're a good like 60 feet off. They're way down, yeah, and you just see them go, oh, okay.
Which just waves.
And yeah, they're like, is there something wrong with the elevator?
Oh no, we're just visiting.
Oh,
It appears to be working just fine.
Okay, okay, because if I'm late for work and they just kind of
Oh, yeah,
like
sorry.
squeeze
No,
by
just
and try
Yeah.
to bump into the
kinda
elevator and just like look at
up
all
against
of
the
you a little
walls.
bit. Yeah, you're kind of like starfish
We're all
against
just like-
the wall.
Sorry about that.
The,
Be my
yeah,
guest.
it's a woman. She looks like well, for those of you magically inclined, you would know this is an ancestral Numenon. They are humanoid looking. They can look as human as they want, but they always carry a little bit of the black with them. Because they're considered some of the original Star Children. So there's always just a little bit of something kind of coming off of their essence. And she just kind of looks at you all and is like, okay, bye. And the door
Have-
shuts.
Have a good day at work. Gives her a wink.
Yeah, she was like wearing a waitress outfit. Just, okay, weird people, whatever. But all that being said, his apartment is right in front of Finn. The door is right in front of him.
What? It was 25Z something, right?
Yeah,
27Z.
Apartment 23 Dawsey.
that's it.
I think this is it. So, who has the key?
Open the door.
Sure. Wait, who needs this? I got the card.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Keep hold of that.
All right,
Like,
I'll scoot out. I'll scoot out of the way.
squeases over to the door and like kneels down
yeah,
to
coming
like,
through. Excuse me. Yeah, all right.
investigate the
just let me
actual
just.
like
there we go.
Yeah.
investigate the actual like unit that the actual scanner itself and it's locked. Just like before we just swipe in with his card and get like blasted in the face, I'm just gonna make sure this isn't like armed to explode or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it
Oh.
up.
Yeah, he should be
That
pretty good
work?
at it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
19.
That works.
Nice.
It's definitely a damaged unit. Someone physically tried to pry this off the wall. So there are dents and scratch marks from tools. The panel itself, where you would just swipe the card, is also scratched. But it looks like it still should be functional. And if it isn't, you would probably be able to rig it in a way that you could get it to be able to bypass it.
Someone tried to force their way in. Pretty old school, and then took a swipe at the reader. I don't. Give me that. Give me the key. Just
Yeah.
like, you know, like when your charger's not quite working, you have to hold it in just the right angle. Like,
Yep.
gets the scanner to go, so that the door will open. Amateur hour, and just like wanders in.
Yeah, you do manage to. It takes it a second, like a couple swipe. It's like a janky hotel key card. Like, green light. Come on, green light. I just want to go to bed.
Getting Among Us flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say,
Oh,
go into
fuck.
admin, try and swipe your card.
Yeah, you're just like
Ugh. Too fast.
Yeah,
Too
you're
slow.
Yep.
Too slow. Too
Bad
slow.
read.
Fuck.
You do manage after a couple of swipes for the door to open. You notice that it makes a little lock sound there, and then you can go on in.
Should we check if some of the neighbors are home? Just in case.
I mean, yeah, if somebody wants to go out and recon a little bit, it's probably not a bad idea. See if anybody has seen.
Oh, I mean, just listen if someone's, just listen at the door if someone's there. Just.
I mean, there's an easy way we could do that.
Set the fire alarm off.
Prestidigitation. The source of the noise. I love this spell. It's my favorite cantrip. It's the source of a noise that has to be 10 feet away from me. So it can be a fairly loud noise that may be heard further than 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in which case I'd like to sound a very loud air horn sound further down the hallway. Everybody get inside. We don't want to be spotted going into this guy's house. Just wait till everybody's tucked in. I kind of took my hand and just fire an air horn sound of 10 feet away and see who opens the door.
Like a Benny bullhorn.
Aggressive vuvuzelas in the
Yeah.
apartment block. That's just what everyone wants.
Yeah, the door next to the one the woman had come out, you see an older, looks like ancestral halfling, maybe? Long white beard, sticks his head out the door and goes, "Hey! What do you want? That you, Sandra? What do you want?" Sees you all in the
Yes.
hallway. "You're not Sandra!"
Oh,
Well, not with that attitude.
"You want to be Sandra? I can pay."
Oh. No.
"No, she delivers my groceries, you dumb shit."
Still, no.
"So no? That's a no?
No.
yeah, no. No.
Who's out here blowing a horn? God damn it, shuts the door."
I don't know.
Well, you're the one who did that, so Finn, if you want to talk to old man McGee over here.
Oh, no. We can let him go. Just wanted to see who was in. You can knock on the
Alright.
door and nobody'd answer, because, you
No,
don't
I
want to
was
trust folk
thinking
knock
what
on the door unannounced.
I was thinking what, press an ear at the door and hear if you can hear footsteps, but that also works.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, but that looks suspicious.
Twitch
Somebody
is
walks
just wandering
upstairs.
around in the apartment.
just picking over things, just poking around at stuff. Like,
Well, while you're poking, this place is absolutely wrecked. There's trash everywhere. The couch has been old school, like knifed through. The bed's torn apart. The shelves have either been toppled or all of their contents have been pushed on the ground. And you do notice immediately, let me draw it on here, over by the computer, there is a cubbyhole in the wall that looks like maybe the perfect place you would have put a cache of some kind. But
are we supposed to see the apartment?
Yes. Which, once
If
you go
inside,
in,
yeah.
Oh,
line
okay.
of sight.
Yeah.
You gotta walk
There
in.
we go.
Yep.
So,
Oh,
Yep. Once
Come
you
on in,
walk
friends.
you can see it.
yeah.
my
You
I
can't go through
collided
the
with a
wall. You have to
wall.
go through the door.
You gotta go through the door. Yep.
Yeah.
This is like real time how you would navigate
Yeah.
a map.
Yeah.
Just gotta take
Better
a-
than just like phasing through walls, I
Yep.
guess.
Yep. So
investigate their cache.
yeah, the cache that's open is empty. If you are looking for anything, actually everyone make investigation checks, and we'll do this
Yeah,
based
that
off of
seems-
roll results.
Look at the original to find the same style or whatever of places in the
Mhm.
room.
That makes sense. 8,
Right.
11.
8.
I love all these dice. They make me so happy.
I rolled a
Somebody
7.
knocked mine and it rolled to a 20. Can I have that?
Yeah, the dice knocking is always like, what? But it made it better. Come
But
on.
that's exactly what would happen.
I got 11.
11. Okay, so let me look at my list.
13 for Twitch.
Okay.
I got a 7.
All right.
18.
So 12 to 15. Who is that?
Yes. Twitch.
12
That's a
to
negative.
15. Not above or below. What did you get? 13? Oh, that was the previous one. I was looking too high up. Sorry. Yeah. So Twitch, the cache in the wall is really cleverly hidden. This place is paneled. So kind of think like solid wallpaper where you would have just laid planks up against the wall, right? Almost like you lay flooring. They interlock. So this was actually built behind the wall and then paneled over. So unless you knew it was there or had another way of scanning the room, you wouldn't have seen it immediately. It would have taken a fairly high-tech scanner to find this. And you can also tell that there was a security grid across it. So even if you had found it, you would have had to find a way to disable the security grid. And get into it, because this was probably a hole for a safe. So once you get past 3 layers, you do see inside what the hole, because the whole safe is gone. Inside the hole, there are some scrape marks, likely from where the safe had been pulled in and out repeatedly. But as you're looking at this, you kind of look down to your left a little bit, beside where there's a shelving unit that's been kind of like half toppled. And you notice a hold on a second, let me find it. There's some kind of faint outline, like dust outline on the shelf. It's a square base that seems to match the Mecha War trophy on the floor.
I'm just gonna pick it up, look at the actual base of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there like a right way round? Does one corner stick out? Whatever. And then
Not necessarily that. There's a smear of blood on the base. And there's a little bit of hair attached to it. Kind of a brownish gray color.
ew.
Oi,
It's my favorite reaction.
before you lob that, I mean, we've got a doctor in the house.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
that's
take a
true.
look at that.
I mean, I need it for the shelf, but also, ew. Just
So, probably been a fight in here then.
I think someone's been hit with a trophy. That's pretty. There's hair
Yeah, I
and
don't know
stuff.
if I would count that as a fight. That seems like more of an ambush.
I mean, you use whatever weapons you need if there's one nearby.
You might call it a sneak attack.
Oh my god. I'm out.
Well, this one while lasted.
Nope.
Wrap it up.
It's been great. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, I'll let the doc look at the
Okay.
like bloodied chunk before I tried putting it back on the shelf.
Yeah, there's a little bit of skin there.
What can I determine about this thing?
So, Morris has.
Can I use like my pad to scan it?
Morris
somehow?
can scan it for blood phenotype.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. You don't have to roll for this. This is an ability he can do. So, this blood belongs to an ancestral foxkin.
What's a foxkin doing here?
Getting their head smashed.
Clearly, but what?
Yeah, but by who? Can I like look out the window for any suspicious people now that the vantage point is a little better?
Yes, make a perception check. Who were my high rolls while we figure this
18.
out? 18. Perfect.
I got 15 on the perception.
Okay. Ixion, when you look outside through the rain, you see some movement in the building across the way, like people moving in front of their windows.
Yeah.
But you don't see anyone on opposing rooftops. You do see one person sticking their head out the window smoking a cigarette.
I guess that's not suspicious. But I'm watching you, cigarette person.
I'm watching it.
Are there like blinds or something, or have they been sort of?
In the apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. They're open.
Cool. I just want to pull the blinds. I
Totally
don't want
do
anyone
that.
to.
That's just
yeah.
you just.
I
pull
just
it
don't
right
want
out.
anyone to see what's going on,
Sure.
since we were told that there's some sus around.
Wow. Okay. My 18 investigation check with Dusk. Couple of things.
Oh.
The computer on the far wall has clearly been moved. If the dust patterns are any indication.
Okay. That's one. You said there'd be a couple.
So, underneath the monitor, there's like a... It's like someone had folded something up to like level it out because it's kind of wobbly. But you notice it is a old school piece of paper. Which is very rare, and most people don't use it. Most people have never seen paper.
Radio. In which case, I guess I better investigate the paper.
It is a folded up. It's old by the look of it. The few times you've ever seen paper, it's always pristine and white and so sharp you could cut yourself on it, and people used to call them paper cuts, and they were really annoying. This is yellowed and kind of ratty at the edges, like it's been opened and closed. The seams are worn, where it just automatically folds up like a worn map would.
Is there anything written on it obvious?
Yes, it is a communication of some kind. It's a mix of common and a language you can't read.
Really? Out of all my languages, I can't read that one.
Yep.
God damn, that's frustrating.
You can
What do the common words
I
say?
may be able to help with this as well.
There you go.
And I'm going to pull out Morris and type in a couple of numbers, and I'm going to use this to cast Comprehend Languages.
There we go. Okay. I knew someone had it.
Google Translate.
Basically.
Then
It uses up a lot of battery, so I can really only do two things with him right now, but, you know.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
That is much appreciated, thank you. And I will read aloud whatever the note says, if you can be my mouth.
It is a really bizarre mix of common and abyssal. And it's not even full sentences. The entire message reads, "Sunel, don't look for me. Trouble." Metal stolen, being followed. Going to our place on the cliff.
All right, place on a cliff. That's a start.
You, Dusk, as you're kind of looking at the letter, you hear this, like, plink behind the computer. Like, you move,
Are we talking electronic plink or
like something
metallic
fell
plink?
out and hit the desk.
Right. Well, as you saw, my last feat of strength didn't go too well, but obviously that didn't happen, as we all remember. Would somebody be a dear and try and move his desk for me? I think it slides back a bit.
Can do that. Try it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just like takes a step behind the kitchen counter, like to put it between him and the
Yeah,
desk. Just like,
I would appreciate if you
Nope.
all would actually move your tokens where you're reasonably at on the map.
Because where is the computer?
Done.
Over
Place.
here
That
by
corner.
Dusk.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I will take
I'll
a step
just,
back
get
to
out of the
allow
way.
anybody to
Yeah.
do it.
I'm pretty
I'm gonna
strong.
watch some TV.
Gonna
There
grab
you
the
go.
desk and carefully like slide to move it.
Yes. There is a little, I mean, it's mostly just like a lot of. Zan was not the neatest person. There's a lot of like dried foodstuffs back here. But you, in the detritus on the floor, you do see, well, it's about this sized. Ava, will you make a technology check for me, please?
Ooh.
It's this little metal and plastic bit.
Oh god, that was so close.
Oh no!
7.
You, I don't know
Is
what
it
this thing
old
is.
technology? Old
It-
magical.
Is actually.
Old magic.
Ooh,
So that
can I
makes it
roll
a
as well then?
9.
So that makes it a 9. Wow, no. No, you're like, I don't know what this thing is.
I found the magic thing. No, techno. I found a thing.
Wait,
gimme.
is this a tech roll or a...
This is a tech roll, yeah.
Whoa,
I
did
would
somebody
like to have a
nano
look.
print a save button?
oh no.
It's
If I can have a look, I got a 16.
16. Yeah, Ixiom, this is a stitcher.
What is a stitcher?
A stitcher is a very expensive tool that has been around for a long time. It's used to strip a computer or a data pad of all information, but it leaves no trace of the culprit behind.
It's the very opposite of stitching.
I guess I relay that to everyone, then I say, look, I
And-
didn't name it, alright? That's just what it does.
Ava, you see it go beep, beep, and I'm gonna need Dusk, Ava, Ixiom, and Calido, and Twitch
It's gonna blow up.
to make deck saves as this thing
Oh,
explodes.
jeez.
This is why I got behind the kitchen counter. That's-
Twitch, you're gonna have
Wait,
gonna
how
be able to
did I-
add a +2 to your save because of cover.
I've just been watching the door and smoking. So.
Oh, I'm rolling so
I saw
badly.
that.
You're
I'm not,
rolling
I'm,
so
I'm not
badly.
good.
I got a
I'm
7.
not an investigator. I'm a fighter, so I'm just kind
How
of like.
do I roll that save?
Ooh,
A
I got a
dexterity save.
13 total.
19 for
19.
Twitch.
Woo!
He's real.
A
I mean, it's
dexterity
in the
save.
name, right?
Which
Yep.
It's in the name.
Here we
It's just-
go.
I'm not
There we
that nimble.
go.
Oh shit, I got a nat 20.
Oh.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
So everybody
back.
manages to like dive and hit the deck, except for poor Dusk. How many hit points do you have left, man?
I mean, I took none because
That's
Featherfall.
right. Okay, thank goodness. You're gonna take 3 points of fire damage
Oof.
as this
Okay.
thing just pachoo, like scrapes right across. You manage to move your face out of it, but it like hits your shoulder, and you can feel the burn through your clothing a little bit. Yeah, it and this thing is decimated. It is now a lump of metal and plastic just melded together through heat.
Well, that's a little bit frustrating. I was hoping to avoid that.
Pretty good. I cannot fix that.
How
It's
is
fine.
about-
We'll
I was
We'll deal
about to
with
say
it.
before it exploded that maybe we could see if we could restore some data, but I don't think we can do that now.
Whoever was doing this was very thorough.
Dusk,
But-
from your position,
Yeah.
even through your ow, it's like something kind of like either the smoke or something, but you notice one of the panels on the wall, close to where Ixiom's standing, kind of in between the windows there, looks like it's kind of flapping loose a little bit, like the vibration from the explosion knocked it loose.
I am not going near this one, but if you just take a gander over there, you might see something interesting. And I will use precipitation to make like a little light go around where it's flapping, just to be sure that I'm highlighting the correct quest item so we know what to interact with.
All right. I mean, that's clearer direction I'll never get. Can I give it a look and a yoink? Or...
Yeah, you can. You probably aren't going to be able to get your fingers in there, but if you used a dagger or something, you could probably pry the paneling off.
Ooh, I have a
wait.
crowbar. That gives you
Someone
advantage.
passed me something small and thin.
Oh,
I gave him a dagger.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
This is another cache. It is a safe, locked, with a digital display. Looks like it requires 8 digits.
Or an eyeball, right? Wasn't that the
Or an
thing that
eyeball.
the eyeball was for? Yeah.
I
Oi, you guys, that eyeball!
pat my pockets and pray that the glass hasn't been smashed.
Oh, yeah. How much of a dick do I want to be? Nah, it's fine.
Oh, that would be fun.
It's a
The
cybernetic
glass is smashed.
eye.
The eye is fine.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
eye
that's
is
the
fine. The glass
I'm not
might
quite
be
sure
a
how
little
you're gonna
Got a little ash on there.
not quite sure how you're gonna interface this, but I underhand it to Hixium.
Cool. Catch it. Hand Ava back the dagger.
Thank you.
Try and see if there's a point where the eye will get scanned. If I sort of around it.
You kind of, and as soon as the eye lines up with the digital display looking for the passcode, there are prongs that come out of the back of the eye and dig into your fingers.
Ow.
Kind of. You're gonna take a point of damage.
Ow.
But you scan the, oh my god, you scan the eye over through your pain, through your tears. Ugh, and the passcode lights up 88454431, and the door and unlocks.
Awesome. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna step back and wait a second to see if it's gonna blow up.
Yep, and as soon as you step back, the eye unlatches from your hand and goes dormant.
Oh, thank God. Here you go, Dusk.
Just
Now,
walk around
throw it
without
back to
a
him.
hand.
Yeah, no. Well, I guess it's part of me now. Shit.
Nothing happens.
All right. Squeak.
Squeaky. There are 2 things in here. Exactly the same. They are solid, heavy, dark gray bricks of dark slag.
Oh. And I close it instantly.
The other thing in there,
Oh, okay.
once you take the bricks off,
Uh-huh.
is a data pad.
Cool.
But
I guess I would
thought
snatch the data pad and close the thing and look really wide-eyed. Everyone is like, "Oh, it's still here." Oh.
But he said they took it. That's rather bizarre, don't you think?
I guess
Did
so.
you take all of it?
Well, I mean,
Maybe not.
clearly they didn't find it because it was in the flap.
So do we think he split his supply and put it in 2 separate caches, and they only found one?
Probably. I
Well,
wouldn't.
then why
give
would
it
he
all.
not say that in the message?
Oh,
I mean,
well,
he was under attack.
Or he just want her to steal it?
Maybe there's answers on this data pad. Someone want to have a look?
I'm through touching things in this place. If I'm
Well,
perfectly honest
nobody
with
else wants to peruse. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hand it to Kalita.
I've been blown up enough. I'm fine.
you. While they're investigating the datapad, could I send a message off to Sunil asking about the place on the cliff?
Yes. You can definitely do that. It's a secure
Ask
connection.
about a foxkin if you get a line. And he's like, yeah.
Okay. So, couple of things to be very, very clear. The 2 bricks of dark slag, you're probably sitting on 500,000 credits.
I don't think this classes as the evidence that Verity was talking about. We might want to keep this one little
I want to
hush.
be very clear about how expensive this shit is. Finn would know this. Because he's from Blackpost. And the dark slag mines only exist on Blackpost. Which is one of the reasons the DV government is so antsy to get their influence on that planet. It's like oil in our world, right?
Did y'all find anything over there? Or...
Vibranium.
Yeah. It's impossibly strong and impossibly rare.
Do I see anything outside or like in the hallway? I keep like
make a perception
checking.
check.
Okay.
I was counting your passive as we went.
Okay.
But
because I was just
go ahead and make an active. So there's that. Dusk, you do manage to get a hold of Sunil very quickly. You catch her in an off moment. She's clearly very anxious to answer.
7.
7. Okay. No,
I
you
don't see
haven't even heard the elevator really ding.
Okay.
She has her hood off, and it's very clear she's Vect.
Yeah.
If you weren't sure before, pretty clear now. No hair, smooth, synthetic skin pulled tight over a robotic frame, but she looks shockingly lifelike. She's one of the more interesting Vect you've ever seen. You probably haven't seen too many. But off of Jormund and that sphere of influence, they tend to keep themselves on the down low. So did you find something?
I'm just going to ask a question, and I want a simple answer because we're under a little bit of pressure right now.
Okay.
So just very quickly, what does a place on the cliff mean to you?
The area outside of the Watcher's Crypt on Kemet. It's remote in the desert. We would use it as drops for our loot.
Do you have coordinates?
Yeah, I can send them to you. Just be careful, there's wildlife out there. And she sends them off.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time, ma'am. I hope you have a good day. Hangs up straight away.
Oh, I have a day pass for the Watchers. I mean, 2 birds, 1 stone, but...
Hey, it looks like we're getting to go use those sooner than you thought.
Yeah, payday vacay. What are we gonna... And then he's like, he like looks at the dark slag again, like thinks for a minute, and makes the motions with his hands for a spell. And I'm going to use cryptogram to send an 8-letter message.
Yes.
Not using the network to Verity.
Okay.
And it's just D-slag, the number 4, U, and a question mark.
I told you not to tell.
You can't see my mess.
Nope.
I cannot see the message. Damn.
I'm a good
Actually, Twitch, make a sleight of hand check for me, real quick. Just to make
they
sure. Dusk,
Oh, they can know I'm casting a spell. That's not...
What was that message you sent?
I love
D
it.
slash?
I love it.
D-slag for you.
For you. LOL.
Question mark.
BRB.
9.
9.
Colon, close parentheses.
Yeah. TLDR. Dusk, he's doing something, but you're also on the phone, so...
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Just...
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
at this
that's
point...
cool. I want to know how to do the hand jive.
I feel like mentioning that in like a network message is immediately going to get it flagged.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
at least she can just reply with a yes, no, and it doesn't require any, like...
You actually get a message back. Old school style through your brain. What the fuck are you talking about? He was only supposed to have taken 2 bars.
Well, I can only send one scroll to a single target each day, so
You can reply back to her.
yeah. Oh,
Through the network. Ooh.
No.
over the net.
spell.
No,
Oh,
I'm getting
spell?
a brain message.
You're getting a brain message.
Oh.
She has a unique
Ooh.
blend of fighter and investigator classes.
Ooh.
So, kind of a fun thing.
It's just like we found one more cache, 2 bricks.
Okay. She'll send it again because she can do that, and she goes, shit. Motherfucking shit. Enigma. Shit, shit, shit. Don't die. Closes the connection. You do have a secure network connection with her, but how you use that is up to you.
Yeah, I'm not risking mentioning anything about this particular item over the conventional. Because, yeah, breaking into buildings and messing with technology and getting information people might not want you to have is his whole jam. So he's like, if I can do it, someone else can. I'm not playing that game.
Anna, don't you mom me.
Uh,
In chat, don't you swear to our child? Listen,
Chat is blowing up.
chat is losing its
Bullshit.
mind.
Chat has adopted
So-
Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah. Yoink. Stolen.
I wish I had enough bandwidth to have chat open. I miss
Aw.
you, chat.
So
What's-
are we
Okay, go ahead.
done or?
So,
Oh, we
so
never
we're
started
taking
out
this.
on his
Right.
data pad, though.
We're still missing one more cache, right? Because Rich said he had 3. One's missing the safe. One we found. That leaves 1.
I mean, at this point, do you think we should bring the watch in? We have something that might interest him, because he's not going to have seen what we've just found.
While they're doing this, Calido, did you want to look at the data pad?
Yes, absolutely.
It is encrypted.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Hacking falls under technology, so you can make an attempt.
I might. Hang on. No, I don't think that's gonna help.
Hacker man.
Hacker man.
I have a spell that's part of my city cleric domain, called remote access, but it only lets me like use an electronic device as if I were touching it. So like I can
Oh, I
point
see.
at a subway
Right.
terminal 120 feet away and print tickets
And
out of it, but I
ghost
can't
hack
like
it.
hack
Yeah.
stuff with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that won't work on this.
Yeah, I guess I could just try to hack into it unless somebody else is better at that.
I mean, I do have proficiency in technology, as I'm sure several of us do at this
Yeah.
point.
I'm pretty good.
Well, if
I-
somebody wants to try to hack into this, be my guest. I'm not great at that kind of thing.
proficiency in intelligence, not to. If I'm pretty good, I'm not going to start using numbers. That feels too much like metagaming.
Yeah, someone with proficiency is gonna have a better chance at this.
Probably have the best
Yeah,
tech, but
I'm
Yeah.
proficient and pretty clever. Can Dusk help me? Like, make sure, like, in the same way you would check someone's code.
Oh,
if
I
you're
might
good
have
friends.
something for this. Hold on. Just bear with me. 2 ticks. I need
that's
to read
rough.
my. Just bear with.
New characters.
Hey, so
Is there a coffee pot on the counter?
Yes.
I'm gonna start making coffee while these jackasses are doing their thing.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just
that's an
bored.
awfully hot coffee pot.
Oh my god.
coffee.
Yes, coffee pot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can quite happily lend you my intelligence mod for that.
Man.
Coffee.
Yep.
Huh?
Coffee.
So you can get a
Oh, it comes up on the character.
you can get a +4 on top of that if you need it.
Oof. I mean, if
Yeah,
it's
I'm pretty
going,
smart.
Sure. So am I, but I'm not +4 smart. Yeah. So what, it's the roll +4.
Yes, so it's
Roll
going to be
with-
your intelligence plus your proficiency plus my +4.
Okay.
So
Right.
we've got a pretty good base roll to begin with on
The
that.
whole thing just like lost its mind. Okay.
Is it behaving?
Y'all found ways
So-
to make Foundry twitch.
20!
So
Oh
yeah,
God, I
20
can't
total.
zoom
God damn! Okay.
Ooh.
Alright, so this is a 3-step encryption. You can pretty easily figure out the passcode by checking the words I don't know. Basically just checking the code, the back-end code.
Yeah.
And hacking into it. It's kind of a messy way of doing this, but it'll work. That gets you past the first layer. The second layer requires a biometrics print.
Eyeball.
Give you the eyeball.
Eyeball?
I wonder. Maybe there's something left in here.
Like juice, like is there
Squeeze
still
the
juju?
eyeball for the extra juice, like a lemon.
So I want to point out very clearly, this is not Zan's eyeball.
Oh.
So as you hold it up to the data pad, you see one of the little indicator lights on the top blink green once, twice, and then it goes red. And the eyeball kind of shudders.
Okay, maybe not that eye. There you go, Dusk.
Wah wah.
Hallie, I'm
What's up?
the thing I can.
Yep.
Will it help?
You're going to be better off someone using one of their contacts
Okay.
to bust into this thing.
Wait, we're in his apartment. There's got to be something with his DNA on it.
Ding, 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 ding!
Toothbrush. There's got to be.
I was waiting for someone to be like, "Can we just take some hair or something and like?"
Has
lay it
anybody
on
got
the
a black
data
light?
pad?" Oh
What?
God, no!
I don't know whether this is potentially a sci-fi racism thing, but surely Dampier need a good toothbrush.
Also, is
I'm
there
sorry.
like
What'd
a
you
thing to
say?
put in a code?
No, we're at the DNA.
There's a biometric scanner
layer.
on
Okay.
the data pad. How
Yeah.
you
Oh, it's
go?
okay.
How you go about retrieving that? Oh.
Turn over his bathroom, check for crusty bed tissues. You know, we'll take what we can get at this point.
I want to look for a bed.
Yeah, the bed is up where Finn is.
I want to see if I can find like a hair on the pillow.
It's
or
almost
something.
like it's kind of a weird setup. The bed is right here. And the bathroom's
Okay.
right behind it. It's almost like a daybed kind of setup. Yeah.
Any beard hair in the sink or
you-
anything?
Shower drain, plug
oh
hole.
God, gross! I don't want to talk about hair plugs on this stream, okay? I don't want any. That's disgusting.
Is this going to be a blanket rule for the
I'm
entire
gonna throw it
arc,
up.
or are we just taking it
God
on an
damn
episode
it.
by episode basis?
Yes, you can find hair to help you with this. Calido has a device that can scan DNA.
Yes. So we can know whose it is.
We need it to be Zan so that we can give that biological print to this next data layer.
I hate this. Why did I do this?
Yeah, whatever sample
not
you
a-
got, fine. Just let me know. We'll take a scan of it real quick. Figure out what's going on.
Yep, you can do that. I've grossed myself out. Okay, continue.
And
Don't
hope
laugh
that
at me. It's gross.
hope that gets us through level 2.
You basically have to use Morris in order to gather the DNA strand and then project that onto the data pad. Again, it's a messy
Okay.
solution that should work in theory.
Yeah. Okay. Is layer 2. Shine Morris on the thing. I need.
Okay. Yeah. You start to get worried a little bit because it's like it's a real slow kind of acknowledgement of the DNA, but then it does unlock the second layer.
Hell yes, everyone knows I'm the best at processing data.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
Did you forget his name?
No, I just.
How does one address?
It's not
Dolores?
important.
Okay. Yes. Very good.
Okay, well, then he's back to like scrolling through, trying to work out what the third layer is. Just
The
like,
third layer is a 20-digit passcode.
Sweet.
That's a lot of digits.
20?
20. 20.
Wait a second.
That panel
Oh.
on the wall had like some numbers, right?
Yeah, it was.
I have it.
Let me just try and think while I access my Word document in my brain.
I was gonna say I have it.
88454931.
I thought it was 4431. It's one or t'other.
Oh, how much of a dick do I want to be? God. Okay. 88
But-
Did the other-
45 4431.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like 9, so you're pretty close. Not that that's any good. But,
So
Did the
round
other
digits.
safe have something with numbers?
There was no other safe. It's-
Yeah, I'm
No,
good.
because it was
I'm
like
not...
right.
because I was picked out.
Does anybody have any UV lights? Not for the liquids this time, but obviously we have a piece of paper that's got a hidden code on it for Sunil. It may have more. I can try a flame. I know that was an old world technique for invisible ink, but the other classic was UV and black light. Does anybody got anything like that? I mean, what about you with your fancy Morris? Surely you need some black light for something medical, right? Got a little
he's
fancy
got a
torch on that
flashlight
thing?
on him, but most labs have UV equipment that you can use there. I didn't ever put that in here.
Well, ain't that frustrating?
I might be able to make a black light, but it's gonna take an hour.
I mean, while you try and make a black light, can I just hold a flame under it? I can use prestidigitation to light
sug-
one of the oil flasks and see if it does anything.
Oh
I suggest you do that first, because
Wait.
it's gonna take an hour.
my god.
Hang on.
That's fine.
I hate doing this.
I hate
Oh, lifts goggles, blinks, and like a third eyelid stays across his eyes.
Nictinic
and I have-
membrane!
Yep, I have.
Oh,
God, where is it?
don't see that every day.
Heat tracker.
Yes!
Yeah, Fentomites have a heat sensing lens in their third eyelid.
What? Jesus.
That's a handy trick.
You can also use it for tracking people to use perception instead of survival to literally follow their heat signature. But, I mean, if heat is going to help, then this might see.
Dust just kind of holds the sheet up in front of him. Just, you see anything there, bud?
Like, leans in real close with the, like,
You don't.
Back to the fire, then.
like
God
blinks
damn
it, blinks it away, and immediately drops his goggles back down. Like, God, that always feels weird. I don't.
I'm
So
gonna
I-
look over the desk again and see if I can find anything with numbers.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Not bad.
11.
11. Find a gum wrapper.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Can I put that over the fire as well, just to see?
How long's the barcode now?
Burn everything.
What's the UPC code on that thing?
Oh god.
I mean, you're at this point. You all are kind of rooting around through what's left of a trashed apartment, and you're not coming up with much.
Hold on. I want to send a message to Sonil.
Beep beep.
Yeah.
Boop. Yeah.
Do you know a 20 number digit code thing?
Dear God, why would you need a 20-digit code?
For a datapad.
What datapad?
We found a datapad. We need
In
20
the apartment?
numbers. Yes.
Oh, that fucker. And then a string of curses in Celestial that you just, like, it's just like someone going off in chat, and then she comes back and she's like,
Oh, she does it.
All
She's
right.
just gonna like,
Oh, hey.
I know.
all right,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm okay.
20 numbers.
I'm okay.
Please and thank you.
No, I don't know it. But if he's locked something down that tight, he doesn't want anyone to get into it.
We almost shouldn't tell her the 20-digit code was 3 layers deep before we even got like.
He also did, leave a note saying, "Don't look for me, Sunil. Just putting it out there."
In all caps, I'm gonna kill him. You better find him first, or he's dead.
Do you
Not
want
if
us
he's
to kill
already
him
dead.
for you?
We're
Smiley
going
face?
back to the government thing then.
Yeah. No, I'm just mad. Which also means that he's done something very stupid and he's on the run.
Yes, he has. Smiley face.
Just to soften the blow.
Smiley face. Little emoji.
We should bag and split those bricks and get out of here.
Yeah. I put the data pad away. Not.
I start
what should
like
we
trying
do
to
about
take.
the bricks? Should
I
we
start
get
trying
rich?
to take the bricks out of the thing, and like I have a backpack, and I just sort of like throw heaps of like random
What's-
tools and shit out of it on the floor, and start putting the bricks in there, and I go,
Ixiom,
What?
What's your strength?
My strength is 12.
Okay. You can't lift these.
Oh shit. Well, I try and lift them. I'm like, hey, this
que-
shit's so heavy.
But should we even bring them? Isn't that very extremely risky?
Yeah, probably. But
We can open
Man.
it again later, maybe. So
Yeah, but
maybe
if
what if
we
it's
can
not
open
here?
it, someone else can.
yes. But is
Well-
someone able to? Dusk, you could probably carry a lot.
Oh, I'm very much more of a kind of a thinker than a puncher. And
Double my size.
Fair?
You're-
Surely
Yeah,
you
but-
need an ounce of muscle in that
The-
body.
thing is, not that I would ever admit in front of people, but I'm pretty sure that if you and me got down to a little bit of arm wrestling, I think you'd wipe the floor with me.
I mean, we could go right now if you want to.
I'd rather not, thank you, ma'am.
Finn's gonna just walk over and like just try and pick up the 2 bricks and toss them in a sack and toss it over his shoulder with a cigarette in one hand.
What's your strength score?
16.
Yeah, you're fine. This
One
you
at a time.
struggle a
Lift
little
with
bit.
your knees.
Yeah, Dark Side is also one of the densest materials, but again,
I think that
you
Finn has
work.
probably handled it before
Yes, you
being from
have.
Black Post, but
not
so-
unrefined like this for sure.
no, yeah, it's
Made into
like refined
other
pieces that are
items.
scrapped. Yeah, still heavy as fuck.
It's still heavy as
All
fuck.
right. I'm happier being with us than being here. Either way. So
So should we go to Sunil?
So
Is that
are we
where we're going?
We don't need to go to Sunil's shit. Sorry, mimicking accent, bear with me. We don't need to go to Sunil. They've sent the coordinates over to us. We've got a place to go. Place on the cliff.
And we're just
Yeah.
gonna bring this expensive
No.
shit.
No,
Can
we
we
need
get
to
the
drop
fuck
that
outta
off
here?
with wait, no,
With
not Sunil.
who?
Not Sunil. She's Verity.
Verity.
Right? Yeah. I don't know anyone better to keep, and we can't give it back to the person who hasn't paid their tab
I
yet.
mean, Verity doesn't know about this one, does she? She knew about the 2 that have vanished from that hole in the wall over there, but we kept this between us, so this has just been a few extra credits in our pocket,
God damn it.
isn't it?
Do you know
yeah, but
anyone
now we've
better
got
to
to lump
stash
this
it?
shit around everywhere.
You know whose that is, right?
Yeah, do we really want them coming after us?
No, we don't.
Doesn't
All
seem
right.
wise.
So are we heading out or?
We just need to know where the fuck to go if we're gonna bring those things. I don't
Do
think
we
we
not
should
trust
wander.
Verity to hold on to him for us?
Yes, we do. We should do. She
If
hired all of
something
us.
valuable, I wouldn't trust Verity as far as I could throw it. I mean,
But you
she's
just said you are not strong, so you can't really throw it at all.
And
Wow.
she'll be at as
exactly.
much risk.
So I don't
of-
trust her very fucking far, do I?
Oh no, he's got a point.
He's got a point, but I don't agree.
She's an excellent middlewoman, but she ain't much else.
Hey, has she ever stiffed you on a payment?
No, it's been
No.
to the credit, which means she's very careful in counting her credits, much like I am. And what we're sitting on right there means not only does she not have to work ever again, we don't have to work ever again. We can all go off to whatever pretty little place in the country we decide. Or whatever space country equivalent.
Oh god. Hey,
Oh, well, he's running away with it. See you later.
I'm gonna wait in the hallway because I'm fucking so done with all of the talking and stuff. No fists are flying. I'm bored.
he just starts dialing. It's like, no, Verity can at least give us somewhere to store it. Like, I just.
Fucker.
He's like,
While
I
you're
can't.
calling her and making a mess for us, I'm gonna go and actually follow the valuables. And my accent's going. I do apologize. So, just
It's the first time accent.
and I
Aw.
storm out after Finn. If
Okay.
Finn's
Called me-
leaving with the valuables.
He called
Yeah,
me
I'm
valuable.
sticking with Finn because I want to keep an eye on the valuables too.
Oh,
Like,
you guys,
they're so
you guys are
valuable.
so sweet.
It's like, hey V, it's Twitch. We need like somewhere to
Shut up. What'd you do?
what? Nothing.
What'd you do?
We just
Oh, is this about the thing earlier? Yeah, you can stash it in the safe. It's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, let me do this. I'll give you a drop. How's that sound?
that sounds better.
Yep. And she'll send you coordinates to a drop on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, that I feel much better. That's yep. Thank you, V.
Call me V again. I'll punch her teeth out.
Sorry, Mom. Verity.
Mom.
Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So are y'all headed back out to the street? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to. I assume we're gonna drop this good shit at a drop and then go to the place on the cliff.
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah.
How
I assume
big are
that's
the bars?
The consensus.
Bigger the bars. What do you mean?
Like, how big are the
Like-
the chunky boys?
The
The
dark-
Are they
heavy.
stereotypical ingots of like that big?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably like forearm, right?
Oh, okay.
Jesus, but heavy as any. Dense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like tungsten.
Yeah. It's
Tungsten.
it is the most rare metal in the galaxy.
Heavy metal.
When I find out about the drop, can I also give Verity a call on the secure channel?
Sure.
Everyone's just bothering her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not happy.
Right. So,
Talk
mission
fast.
update. Mission update. You know we found some extra goods. We're dropping it. We're splitting the profits. You're getting some because we're using your drop, but I ain't going out of this alone. I ain't going empty-handed.
Y'all are real stupid.
Yeah, I know.
That
not-
shit is regulated off a black post. It's got
Yeah.
an ID number on it.
And that's why you're getting a cut of profits, to deal with all of that
You
shit.
can't sell it like that.
I know I can't sell it, but
no one
you can deal with that.
No one
Look.
can.
Do you or do you not have a plan to deal with this kind of shit?
Yeah, turn it back over to the authorities because I don't want to be dead.
If you want to do that, that's fair enough. But
Do we recall the conversation that I had before y'all left that said, hey, I'm going to retire. And also, there's a sweet piece of ass that comes with the house. So,
yeah, and I'm pretty sure
That's
that
the
sweet
goal.
piece of ass would like some sweet new pants to coat that ass. Think
Not
of
from
what you
where
could be
I'm
doing
from.
with this. Point taken. But look, we can deal with that little shit Twitch when we're done with this. We're dropping this off. I just want to know that you're not going to stiff me out of any deal that comes of this.
y'all signed a
there's no deal-
contract.
I did indeed, and this is my update. Don't fucking stiff me.
Not stiffing you. Your job is still to find Zan.
Better. We have a lead on that, just to let you know. We've got a new location where he may or may not be hiding, or there'll at least be some more information. So, just to let you know, we're on the next step.
Take guns.
Thank you very much. And I'll hang up after that. Didn't quite get what I needed, but it'll do.
I love
Meanwhile,
that
the rest
y'all
of us are talking about ramen.
figured out gosh, that's tall. Okay, so
planning
you're
lunch.
going
and just...
back out to the street. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring us to the
Yeah.
ramen
We're
spot.
We're
going back
gonna
out
go
to the
get some
street.
ramen.
Alright.
I'm getting ramen.
So we are going back out to the street. At this point, it's later, so there's like a couple of drunks, you know, like stumbling around. A couple people who are bar hopping in the rain. But some of the traffic has died off. And you all notice that the news screens flicker again. They flash through the advertisements. They flash through Zan's wanted poster. And then there's a breaking news report about an explosion of a dark slag mine on Black Post. And you all hear, no suspects have been detained, but DV governors state that no casualties have been reported either. Containment of the explosion and subsequent fire is taking place as we speak. More at the top of the hour. And then it goes back into advertisements again. And as you all start to walk down the street, two figures approach you. And they both hold up their hands and they say, "Halt! You are to come with us."
Says who?
We're gonna stop our game there.
Oh.
Oh!
Yay!
Says who?
Yes!
Says who?
Says who? Fuck you too!
I'm 3 feet tall, but fuck you. Who says?
For reference, you all know what these are. These are detainer bots.
Oh, nice.
Great.
So, we're gonna start our next game with a fight.
In jail.
Oh, in
So we're
jail.
in
Getting ready to be
jail.
killed.
Unless y'all
yeah.
manage
Home sweet
to
home.
talk
You're
your way
finally
out
awake.
again, or get around these things. But these things are not sentient AI. They are programmed to do one thing and one thing only.
Interesting,
That
but
is
that
so-
means they're
Dang.
programmed.
Yeah. So this will be
Aha.
interesting. We have a little bit of a gap between this game and the next game, just due to schedules and work and all kinds of things going on. So our next game is going to be right before the holidays. It's going to be on December 19th. And then we will be back every other week, hopefully predictably, through either the end of March or the very beginning of April. Arcs are going to hopefully encapsulate roughly 10 to 12 games. And then people can switch out as they need to or see fit. So I'm intending to run this very differently than a traditional campaign, which makes me excited because that just means I get to mess with a whole other group of players. So
Hell yeah.
Rotate through these schmucks as
Rotate,
you
yes.
put them through all this crazy shit.
you're also going
Chewing
to
through us.
level up
Schmucks.
faster
Yes.
than normal. So by the end of Arc 1, you should be level 3.
Neat.
So we're going to, and you'll probably get a game or two in at level 3, and that's where you'll end. And that way you can carry that character over into the next arc if you so wish without losing any levels. So, the more arcs we get in, the higher level we'll start at. That'll be interesting. So,
Yeah. Keen.
that was the first game of Delta Velorum. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I wasn't nervous at all. It's-
Yeah, no.
Me neither,
We
man.
were all
Like,
perfectly stable
shit.
before we started streaming, of course we were.
Oh my god, everything worked really well. Y'all got maps,
And they were sweet.
and they're
Oh my God.
sweet ass
Sweet
maps.
maps.
So these
The
maps
maps.
that y'all have
Hella
seen,
dope.
these are from Cyber Maps on Patreon. I had put the link in the Nightbot as well. I've been a patron of theirs for a while, and the maps are so friggin' beautiful. And they have moving ones too. I just Foundry couldn't handle the file size because they're
Aw.
massive. So I tried. Some of the other ones will definitely get to work, but yeah, we're gonna start with a combat scenario on our next game.
I am not ready.
Of course. Yes. Keen.
So thank you everyone. We're back with Curse of Strahd tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then for some reason, James wants to come back and stream with me and Sam again. I don't know why.
Want is a strong word.
A stabilizing influence.
He
That's
No, not possible.
No,
That's
it's
not
not.
it. Nope. Mm-mm.
Have you
Not
seen
anyway.
Yonvi's streams? Maybe I was originally intended to be a stabilizing
Oh my
influence.
God.
That does not occur.
It's really bad. So we're gonna be playing
have
more
it.
When the Night Comes tomorrow from Lunar's Games. Go check their Kickstarter out. We're only pimping it because we love them. It's not like they're sponsoring us or anything. It's just because they're at 96% funded, and we would like to see them be pushed over the be pushed over the finish line. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you to my players. Y'all are awesome.
Yay!
Thank you. Y'all are welcome.
Woo!
Yeah.
And we'll see you all later. So be good to each other and, try to stay safe because this world is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we'll see you all later. Bye, everyone.
See you later.